Yeah, simply ball dropping. What's up, family? K-Sap, we up. Ain't no stopping. I'm simply ball dropping like it's New Year's Eve, making you haters believe I'm the MVP. Ask Mr. V and R&B, they do all sports. Whether it's on the field or the court, from the arena to the ring. What? You wanna swing? I rope a dope like the one on this boxing thing. That's the punchline. I'm the greatest of all times. Got something on your mind? Hit us up on the line for that round table talk. Ask B Hunt and Sheena and K-Sap too for their views on our dudes. Marriage Chronicles for you lovers. Oh, I'm married to the game. The championships, the only time I wanna ring. K-Sap, the man behind the mic. Check 1, 2. It ain't a rap until I say it's a rap. Let's fall through, pull up. The hottest pod smoking. Yeah, I got you open. This freestyle brought to you by James Ford. Pay promotion. Yeah, simply ball dropping. You know what time it is. Pull up. Chop it up with your family, man. K-Sap, what up? What's up, K-Sap?
Yeah, when y'all come in here, man, make sure y'all like the stream. Give the video a thumbs up, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's talk about it.
Let me put you on game.
Yeah, we're on the late night side. Once y'all come in the stream, man, once y'all like the video, man, please like the video. Give the video a thumbs up. And once you come in the stream, let me know where you're chatting from.
Stop what you doing and listen. We smashing all competition. You better jump on this wave. Somebody pass me a mic. Man, I got something to say.
Where y'all at tonight? Let's go.
Man, I'm simply ball dropping. Driving coast to coast, making moves, ain't stopping. Driving coast to coast, making moves, ain't stopping. Simply ball dropping. Simply ball dropping. Dropping up these topics, man, I'm simply ball dropping.
Yes, you know who it is. K-Sap, the man behind the mic of the Simply Ball Dropping podcast, man. Y'all get on up in here, man. I'm going to get a stream a chance to catch up to some people. Once you come in the stream, make sure you get the video a thumbs up. Let me know where you're chatting from. You know what we do. Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it, man. Make sure y'all get a video a thumbs up, man. T to the 4th Power Daniels, Ohio. MR, what up? See y'all in the building. Man, we got to talk about it, man. We got to talk about it, man. This is pretty serious, man. This is pretty serious, man. We've talked about it plenty of times, man. We said, man, this is King Lion Crown Chicago, MRLA. Man, appreciate y'all tuned in, man. Make sure y'all get a video a thumbs up, man. Share the video out, man. Like I said, man, sometimes you just got to sit back and be patient, and people are going to reveal themselves, man. It's unbelievable, man, how the Caitlin Clark fans, Farrah X, Chicago, appreciate you tuned in. It's kind of sad. Shay W, Georgia. I see y'all in the building representing. It's sad, man, how people show their true colors, man. And I've always told people on this channel, man, I keep it 100, I keep it a buck, I keep it real. It was never about basketball, man. It was never about basketball. And if y'all listen to what the commissioner said, you know, it's all about that dollar bill, y'all. Hey, money, cash, foods, everything around me, cream, the dollar bill. And she basically was asked a question about the racism and stuff that was going on in the WNBA. And she sidestepped the question, started talking about the money and the revenue. Now, their darling child, Caitlin Clark, she likes an Instagram post from Taylor Swift. Because Taylor Swift has endorsed Kamala Harris for the next president. And what happened? All the so-called Caitlin Clark supporters, that's what they are, supporters. They're not a fan of the WNBA. They just supporters that rock with Caitlin Clark. They turned their back on her. They started going at her on her social media, which a lot of people say that Caitlin Clark don't be on social media, but Caitlin Clark confirmed that she's on social media. That's her platform. WNBA, ASCII 5, I don't know, but all I know is that this week's been so much going on. It don't make sense. It don't make sense, man. Y'all make sure y'all get a video a thumbs up, man. If y'all support the channel, man, send them super chats, man. Marquise Duncans, what's up? I always got your back. Caitlin Clark, no matter what. I'm your #1 fan. I don't care about the BS. What up, K-Sap? Appreciate you, Marquise Duncans, man. I see you in the building. Sister Noble, when one of her fans first brought this to my attention on X a couple days ago, I didn't believe her fans would no longer be fans due to her being a Democrat. I guess I was wrong. Yeah, you was wrong about that, man. They completely turned their back on her, man. It was unbelievable, man. So like I've always said on this channel, man, it's kind of crazy that it's never been about basketball. How many times have I told y'all that? It's never been about basketball, man, because we never saw none of this going on when Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese was at LSU and she was at Iowa. We never saw none of this until after the national championship game, until Angel Reese used what Caitlin Clark used, the can't see me gesture, in the national championship game and pointing at the ring finger, and she won the championship. That's when everything just spiraled out of control. That's when all the Caitlin Clark fans, so-called supporters, started backing Caitlin Clark, and they followed her over to the WNBA, but they just followed her. They didn't follow her for the WNBA. They were just supporting her. They wasn't there for the game. It was all about supporting her. So now the fact that Taylor Swift makes a post and she likes it, all her so-called supporters that's supposed to be supporters of her and the WNBA turn their back on her. Now, how does that make her feel? So like I always do, man, I'm not going to hide behind the thumbnail. I'm going to come on camera. I'm going to let y'all see me. Because it's unbelievable that we talk about it all the time, but people want to come up in our comment section and telling us we the one that are haters and we being racist. It don't make sense. It don't add up. How we the ones being racist and we calling it out? And what happened is her fans turned their back on her. Now I'm going to show you guys exactly what Taylor Swift posted. This is what Taylor Swift posted. She endorsed Kamala Harris. And you see who liked the Instagram post? Caitlin Clark, 22. And what did that do? That caused the uproar. Caused the uproar with her supporters. So then what happened was a trickle-down effect. Somebody said, oh boy, Caitlin Clark Instagram comments are filled with folks angry she liked Taylor Swift's posts. What? This is basketball. This is basketball. But you angry because she liked Taylor Swift's posts? And then somebody said, definitely should have stayed out of the politics at Caitlin Clark 22. Love watching you, but now I refuse after seeing you support Taylor Swift and Kamala. Then somebody else says, was just starting to finally pay some attention to the WNBA because somebody was actually worth watching. Then you caved. Wow. Like her social media is off the chain right now. Her social media is off the chain. Yeah, CC had a calculator. I'll play that too. She had a calculated response, but she didn't answer the question. But I just think in this situation, Caitlin Clark don't support that, man. Man, Jay Burns, stop that. Ain't nobody trolling. This is not trolling. This is some serious stuff. So when we talk serious stuff, why we got to be trolling, man? This stuff happened last night. This stuff happened last night after the game, man. They asked Caitlin Clark. I played a video for you.
Caitlin, you liked an Instagram post last night from Taylor Swift that got a lot of attention. And I'm just curious if you could tell us what that post meant to you, and if you are in fact potentially going to endorse Kamala Harris. Thank you.
I think for myself is, I have this amazing platform, so I think the biggest thing would be just encourage people to register to vote. I think for myself, it's the second time I can vote in an election. At age 22, I could vote when I was 18, so I think do that. That's the biggest thing I can do with the platform that I have, and that's the same thing Taylor did. And I think continue to educate yourself with the candidates that we have, the policies that they're supporting. I think that's the biggest thing you can do, and that's what I would recommend to every single person that has that opportunity in our country.
Man, now you heard exactly what Caitlin Clark said. She didn't answer the question, but she was spot on. And I rock with Caitlin Clark on this aspect. She don't have to come out and say she's endorsing somebody. But the fact that she liked the Instagram post, and it was a trickle-down effect. That's what I'm talking about. It was a trickle-down effect. Man, shout out to Brandon Sleep for the $10 super chat. They were never her real fans. These people are sick. This is what is wrong with our country. You don't like what I like, then I don't like you. It's stupid. Much love. Appreciate the work, Casey. I appreciate you, Brandon Sleep. Always keeping it real, man. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate the support. But what I'm saying, Jay Burns, I didn't say all her fans. If you listen to the video, I said majority of her fans. I didn't say all of her fans. I said the people that have turned her back on her was not her fans anyway. They wasn't there to support basketball. That's what I'm talking about. For her just to like an Instagram post because Taylor Swift, an American icon, endorsed Kamala Harris for president, and she liked the post. Now you got people coming at her, turning her back against her. So now what is it, Jay Burns? When we up here defending Caitlin Clark, we still wrong. We still wrong when we defending Caitlin Clark and saying that these people are sick that are going at her with this bullshit and this racist shit. Then we still wrong. So we can't do no wrong when it comes to Caitlin Clark, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Because it's crazy that you come in here and say it's cap. How is it cap? We're defending Caitlin Clark. Nobody should turn their back on nobody just because they don't like what they don't like and what they like. Man, Jay Burns, you the thing about it is you have so many excuses. You talking about it's not the majority of it. It's the majority of her fans, man. And the thing about it is she exposed all them fans when she liked the post. They came out of the woodworks. Go on social media. Go on Twitter X. Look at all the people saying bad things about Caitlin Clark now. Look at it. And I've told y'all, it's never been about basketball. Okay, you late to the video. Well, you got to watch the video first. I'm in here actually supporting Caitlin Clark in this matter because it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man. I'm in here supporting Caitlin Clark. What'd you say, political Lil? Now you see the fandom is just an agenda. She doesn't want to be used. Exactly. Caitlin Clark does not deserve this. She don't want to be used that way. And I totally agree, political. She doesn't. She don't condone this. She doesn't at all. I'm sure she's getting a lot of love today. Support a candidate people want in Kamala. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I mean, but for people to turn her back, it just showed you. It just showed everybody. Ain't nobody been living under a rock. It showed everybody exactly what type of fan base Caitlin Clark has. It just showed it. And she exposed her fake fans. She exposed them. That's what I'm trying to say. She exposed all her fake fans. That's the issue. She exposed them herself. We didn't have to expose them. You just got to sit back and be patient. What don't come out in the wash will come out in the rinse. Shout out to Brandon Sleep for the $2 super chat.
1 pound fat, you eating live. 1 pound fat, you eating right. 1 pound fat.
Brandon Sleep said, this will be great for her to lose them fake. Exactly. It would be great. Like y'all said, they not fans anyway. They had their own agenda, man. All they wanted to do was come in here and cause confusion.
They only here to cause confusion.
That's all it is, man. We can't even talk basketball because they got this agenda against a 22-year-old black woman that's being successful on and off the court, pushing this narrative on this and that, trying to, put her and Caitlin Clark against each other. And Angel Reese already came out and said that they friends. So now that you're dealing with an African-American female that's running for president and one of the most endured women in the world, and Taylor Swift endorsed her, and Caitlin Clark liked the post. She just liked the post. And now you have all the fans, the so-called fans and her pundits that are cheering for her, turn their back on her. Unbelievable. I don't get it. So that should tell you, if you haven't been living under a rock, it's never been about basketball with some of these Caitlin Clark fans. And that's why everybody has thrown around her fans, not all of them. I'll clarify that again. Not all of them. They're just pure D racist and sick. That's just the bottom line. You can slice it and dice it any way you want, but that's the truth. And sometimes the truth hurts. And like they said, at the end of the day is going to end. And you got people still out here in this country, United States of America, treating people the way they're treating them. We can't get nowhere. Like I said, it's either you on this side or you on this side. We can't be down the middle. And people keep on saying Kamala Harris is not African-American, man. I don't want to hear that, man. I'm going to leave that alone, man. She's not white. She's not white. Is she white? See, there we got Predator Kingdom. We never said Caitlyn endorsed Kamala. See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all come in here off of emotions. We never say she endorsed Kamala. We said that Taylor Swift endorsed Kamala Harris and Caitlin Clark liked the post. And then when they asked her the question at the post-game press conference, she never answered it. We never said that, I'm going to put this out there. I never said in my video that I dropped earlier that Caitlin Clark endorsed Kamala Harris. We said Taylor Swift made a post endorsing Kamala Harris. Caitlin Clark liked the post, and now she's getting this negative backlash. Come on, guys. Stay woke. Like I said, if you're just not going to watch the whole video and come in here and start talking reckless, I'm not condoning that. Thank you, Timothy McMillian. Thank you. That's just asinine, man. Jay Burns, this has nothing to do. See, that's what I'm saying, Jay Burns. You only here to cause confusion, man.
They only here to cause confusion.
This has nothing to do with Angel Reese. We in here supporting Caitlin Clark, saying what has happened to Caitlin Clark in the last 24 to 48 hours is uncalled for. people going at her, showing their racial motivation toward her because she likes a post. This has nothing to do with Angel Reese, man.
£1 spec, what you mean like £1 spec, you eating right. £1 spec.
Shout out to Dante Turner for the $5 super chat. Angel called it spot on. Racist fans use Caitlin Clark as a cover-up to disguise their hate as basketball critiques. Caitlin for Kamala, and they mad. Laugh out loud. Facts, man. Facts. Speak on it. That's all I'm saying. Speak on it, man. It's never been about basketball. And when Angel Reese dropped her podcast and exposed that, people still saying that Angel Reese is playing victim. Come on, man. Stop trying to change the narrative, man. I'm not going for that, man. I'm not going for that. That's what I'm saying. See, Marquise, that's what I'm saying, man. I don't know what agenda Jay Burns is on, man. I really don't, man. It's like we talking about Caitlin Clark and what happened to Caitlin Clark, and he wants to bring Angel Reese in here saying what Angel Reese did. Man, stick to the topic, man. And see, that's the problem. You're always deflecting, man. You're only here to cause confusion.
They only here to cause confusion.
And that's what it is, man. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to drop the link for Jay Burns, man. I'm going to drop the link for you, man. The link's in the chat, Jay. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Angel already said it. Caitlin Clark is not like that. Caitlin Clark does not condone this nonsense that's going on. Go ahead. Talk to me, man.
As I was saying, Caitlin Clark don't control her account. She's not in social media. She do like Taylor Swift, but
how you know she don't control her account?
She say it. She don't control her account.
She didn't say that last night. She said that's her platform, and she's gonna use her platform like Taylor Swift.
I'm like, she didn't endorse anybody, and
we didn't say she endorsed it. See, you missing the whole point. We never said that she endorsed Kamala Harris.
But what you're saying, you're making it seems like, oh, she endorsed somebody. She didn't endorse anybody. And I said in the text that I said Angel Reese, when they asked her the same question, that's the same way. That's the same way.
Hold on. See, that's what I'm saying. You missing the point.
The question, because they asked Angel Reese that same question as
well. Jay,
you
deflecting right now. This is what the issue with you is, right? The problem is I dropped a video, and in that video, if you go back and take time to look at it, I said that Taylor Swift posted on her Instagram that she endorsed Kamala Harris, right?
Yeah,
right?
I saw that.
Okay, and then I said people treated Caitlin Clark wrong because she liked the post, right? She never endorsed Kamala Harris. They asked her at the post-game press conference. She didn't even answer the question. She just said she's using her platform like Taylor Swift to encourage people to go out there and vote. We never stated that she endorsed anybody. Her fans, that's supposed to be her fans, interpreted that she endorsed her, so they started coming at her, saying all kinds of crazy stuff. I put the receipts on the screen.
Those are fake fans.
Okay, that's what we trying to say.
I'm like,
so what are you missing?
Because what you're making it seems like people that like her just gonna not like her because she.
We did not say that. We said that she has exposed all her fake fans.
Well, I'm like, who cares about fake fans? You don't got to make a video about fake fans, though.
What are you talking about? This is a serious conversation, man. This is all over the internet, man. This is all over the news. Have you watched CNN?
CNN is fake news. We all know
Oh, okay,
that.
you can call anything that you want fake news, man.
I'm like,
If that's how you feel, that's how you feel.
I'm like, we need to stop watching these democratical control.
No, I'm not. Hey,
Like,
one thing,
come on,
I'm not
man.
getting
We need
into
to
no
wake up.
politics at all. I'm just calling a spade a
like,
spade
just
from what
keep
Caitlin Clark
your
has.
kids- keep your kids from watching regular
Look,
TV.
what
They'll be a
Caitlin
lot
Clark
smarter
has
for it.
endured over the last 24 to 48 hours is unfair to her as a basketball player, and she does not condone it.
I'm like, Caitlin gonna be fine. She's not in social
It's
media.
not. How you know?
Because she said it.
Did you listen to that? She said she uses her platform just like
She's
Taylor
not in
Swift is
social
going.
media.
So
She
you
said
believe?
that.
So you
She got
believe that?
people these famous people got people that control their account.
Okay.
You don't
Let-
know
let-
this?
let me bring Jay Burns. So somebody's
understand
so
you.
listen. So you believe that Shannon Sharp was hacked?
No,
Okay, so you don't believe Shannon Sharp was hacked?
because remember, Shannon Sharp is actually promoting. He got stuff
Man,
that he's
hey, look,
promoting. So
man.
that's Shannon Sharp did that by design because they calling him gay. And he
Now-
wanted to
now
get-
he did it
wanted
by
to get rid of
design,
the gay-
okay.
He want to get
They
rid of
only
the
here to
gay
cause
rumors.
confusion.
So Shannon designed that. Anybody with common sense could see that Shannon designed that.
Man, let me get Jay Burns in here, man. Jay Burns, what's up, man?
Nah, yeah, I wanted to come up here because I know the chat moving fast, so you're not reading everything I'm
No,
saying.
I can't read everything, man.
Yeah, so what I was trying to say was when I first came in here, I seen you were saying majority of her fans was coming at her. Now, hold on, mind you, when I watched your video like a couple minutes ago about the Caitlin Clark fans attacking her on Instagram, I went to her page. And majority of her comments was still positive, bro. It was like everyone for every 50 comments I seen was negative. That's not majority of her fans. So when you were saying
We call a
hold
majority.
on.
So I mean, if you get in your feelings about me saying majority,
Well,
then
nah,
I can't do
because-
nothing about that.
Nah, because well, we know that words mean things. So when you say majority of something, that means all, like most of them. That's not true. So what I was trying to tell you is like it's not most of them. And I was also trying to say
What word would you like me to use instead of majority?
you should say that there's a small percentage of her fans.
I'm not going to say a small percentage because you don't know who else is out there hiding. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
you
don't even know there's people hiding. You just saying that now. That's
but listen,
hypothetical.
but listen, she posted something, right? And she got fans coming out. Well, she got her so-called supporters coming out of the woodworks, not supporting her, and it's unfair to her because she don't condone it.
But again,
She don't want to tolerate it.
After watching your video, you were saying that you was on her Instagram. There was fans all over her comments, like crapping
Hold
on
up.
her. I went
Watch
to the
this.
comments.
Let
I
me
went to the comments,
hold on.
and
Let me
majority of them-
let me put what I had on the screen for people that don't know. This is what I said. Look, this is the title of what's on social media. Somebody said, "Oh boy, Caitlin Clark's Instagram comments are filled with folks angry she liked Taylor Swift's posts." I mean, I can't make that up.
People post things to get rage bait. They want
Okay,
clicks.
but
I can do-
it's
I can do
there
this.
though.
Listen, I could do the same thing on any page and
Exactly.
find a
You don't gotta
select few
acknowledge it.
comments.
That's what I was saying.
I could find a select few
Why? Hold on.
comments.
Why are y'all so mad? Why are y'all so
No.
mad at me because
not
I'm
mad
dropping
at
the
you.
facts, man?
I'm not mad at you. I just came up here to clarify myself because
you know,
you
once
wasn't reading
again,
everything I was saying.
Okay, I mean, I have no problem with you. I have no problem with you, Jay Burns. You know what I'm saying?
Mad at you. I'm not mad at you. I was just trying to clarify what I was saying because I know you can't read everything I'm saying.
Yeah,
I know
but it
comments
seems
move
like,
fast.
but this is the problem I have. It seems like when we come on here in a positive light about Caitlin Clark, we still get the negativity.
Because you don't really talk positive about Caitlin Clark.
Hey, Brandon, I'm gonna have
Brandon.
Brandon.
Angel Reese.
It has nothing to do about Angel Reese. Tonight is positivity about Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark has exposed some of her fanboys and these Clarkies, and you still upset.
Now, see, that's
And
what
you
I meant
still
to-
upset.
No, but see, that's what I said. You said some fans. That's what I agree with. You could say some fans.
And I
but-
changed that because I want to clarify myself. Okay,
And
I
I
want to
agree with you.
clarify myself that I'm talking to Brandon right now because Brandon still don't understand and grasp the concept of what I'm trying to say.
She's
we
not
we
losing
talking
any of her real
we
fans.
talking we're not talking Angel Reese tonight. This is all about Caitlin Clark showing support for Caitlin Clark, saying that she don't deserve this from some of these so-called fans that's supposed to be supporting her that are showing racism across the board, and she has exposed them by
That
just
was-
liking a Taylor Swift post.
And Sat, real quick, that's why I know you don't want to bring up Angel Reese, but that's the only reason I did that was to give you an example of when she reposted that video of that black woman saying that she want to only date white men now.
I got you. Yeah.
A lot of black people came at Angel Reese, and she didn't deserve that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It happens.
But
on both sides,
but I understand.
you know?
But did I make a video saying, "Oh, I'm crying wolf about why they coming at Angel Reese"? I'm talking about Caitlin Clark in a good light tonight, and I still can't get no just due.
No, I feel you. I'm just saying. I'm up here. Like I said, I was
Come
up
on,
here.
you make a lot of video and say
I
people
was up
going at
here-
Angel Reese. I do watch.
We not, hey, Brandon. We not talking about Angel Reese. Can you stick to the topic? We talking about Caitlin Clark tonight. If you don't have nothing to say about Caitlin Clark tonight, then I'm gonna drop you down because there's other people that want to come up here and get their point across.
But now, Sam, you can drop me now. I just want to, clarify my statements. I ain't want you to think I was coming at you.
Oh, nah, you good, Jay Burns. You know I give you a hard time. You only here to cause confusion, man. We got you.
They only here to cause confusion.
We got you, man.
Stop it.
All right, bro, Gad. Get in here, bro, Gad. What's going on?
Yo, what's up, kids?
What's up?
Yeah. I mean, you like most of the times I come in and I talk ball, you know that, right? I try to stay away from this whole politics thing. Plus, though, I'm not living in the US right now, so I am not on the ground over there, and I barely get involved in the social media aspect out of it. But what I will say, right, is that I caught wind of everything that was going on, and I was like, well, this is weird. So then, like immediately after, there was a report coming out about the viewership for the Fever Aces game, right?
Uh-huh.
And apparently, like the Fever Aces game was the most watched basketball game
last night.
Yeah, last night. And it wasn't WNBA, not most watched WNBA in like, I think they said 10 years or like not 10 years, like 3 years. I think it was like the Bucks Heat or something was the last time. It was the most watched basketball game in like 3 years.
Yeah.
WNBA or NBA. So to me, like when I see all that stuff on social media, I feel like that's not real life, if you get where I'm coming from. Like we still gotta wait and see, because fallout can happen over time. And if there's like a drop off tomorrow, then you could say for sure, yeah, something happened, right? But I'm not really sure yet that has had anything to do with her support, because at the end of the day, it's about money. A lot of people make a lot of noise on the internet.
I understand that. It's not. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. My whole point of saying this and mentioning this because it never been about ball with some of Caitlin Clark's fans. And what happened? So what happened last night? It was a trickle down effect because she likes a post of one of the most darling women in the United States of America, in Taylor Swift, and across the country. She likes a post because she endorsed Kamala Harris. And what happened was when she did that, this is all I'm saying, the fake fanboys, the fake Clarkies got exposed because of how they came at Caitlin Clark. And Caitlin Clark did not deserve that. She don't condone that. She has no control over that, but that's what happened. So I wanted to come on to talk about it, to let people know in a good light, talking about Caitlin Clark, she don't deserve to be treated this way for people going at her just because she liked the post. That's all I'm saying.
Now, what you got to wait and see, right, is there's one guy in particular that I'm waiting to see how this falls out, right? It's not a bunch of trolls that I'm looking at.
Okay.
It's that Barstool guy, Dave Portnoy.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to see how he deals with it, because he's a big Trumper.
Yeah.
He's a big right-wing guy. He's a big Clarkie. He's the biggest Clarkie if we keeping it real. Like he was the one that came out after the LSU game, and he was throwing a lot of trash at Angel Reese because he wanted to see Clark win that national championship. If he backs off from supporting her openly because he's getting heat, then shit hit the fan. But I haven't seen it yet. I think we need to give it about a week. A week and see what happens.
All right. Hey, Wonder Cove, the link is in the chat, man. Hit the link, man. You can come up. But that's what I'm saying. I just wanted to come on here, have a serious conversation, man. because this didn't set well. This didn't set well with a lot of people across the internet. I understand what you guys say and don't believe everything that's going on the internet. But where do people get majority of their information from? The goddamn internet, right? People don't read the newspaper no more. They go to the internet. They go to social media. Social media give it to you before the newspaper gives it to you, right? So when I saw this on this particular thing with Caitlin Clark, what she has endured over the last 24 to 48 hours is sickening. And that just proves my point that when we talking about basketball and we try to critique and we got people coming up in the comments that support Caitlin Clark, they always want to use this racial undertone. And it has, and Caitlin Clark exposed them people by just liking an Instagram post. That's all I'm saying.
Bro, I don't believe in consequence. I do not believe in coincidences. All right. Let me look, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but let me tell you something, KSAP. If Caitlin Clark is not coming right out and saying, telling those people to go away,
you there, Wonder Code.
Oh.
Hold on, just 1 second.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll wait. You can
Okay.
finish.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, the reason why is the WNBA is in on it, Nike is in on it, and all the other players, no matter what they say, they are in on it too, because they know that is the cash cow, bro. They know that is the cash
We've
cow.
talked about that all the time, bro.
So here's the thing. What happens? Kathy Engelbert goes and makes a rookie commissioner mistake.
Yeah,
What
she
does
fumbled.
do?
She fumbled it.
She fumbles it. She says, "Oh, well, she basically says racism is good for rivalry." That's not what she said, but that's how it came out.
Yeah.
So now everybody's like, "Oh, you're saying that you don't care about the black players." What happens the next day, right? People are talking about, and it's all Caitlin Clark fans' fault. What does Caitlin Clark do? She likes a post by Taylor Swift, and all of a sudden, we're not talking about anything that Kathy Engelbert said anymore.
Yeah.
We're not talking about Kathy Engelbert anymore, are we? We're talking about Caitlin Clark and her fans again. You think that's a coincidence?
How many times has bro said this on the panel? It's not by coincidence, man.
It's not coincidence, bro. That takes the heat off the commissioner, and now it makes Caitlin Clark look good because it's like, oh, she don't support these racists. These racists not in her corner.
This is what I don't understand, man. Everybody's saying stop saying Caitlin Clark liked it. It was her handlers. Now y'all giving her the shay that her account got hacked and her hand. Come on, man. I don't believe in that. But keep going, and then let me let Wonder Cove get in here. Wonder Cove, go ahead and state it and what you got to talk about. Let's go.
So yeah, she definitely did not make a mistake. It wasn't the handler or something. It was definitely her. She liked it. Another thing, because people are talking about it's not majority of her fans that, don't think like it's, or like don't, what is it? That majority of fans don't, they support her because she's white and she's straight in a predominantly black league.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it is that because where I work at, right?
Okay.
2 of my coworkers who are white and they're grown ass men. They even watch the WNBA. That's how I guess how far it's kind of reached. Okay. I guess the Caitlin Clark effect. They constantly talk about it. They bring it up. Like they barely watch basketball, but it even reached them because of her race, and she's kind of low key dominating.
Yes.
And what's the other thing I wanted to say? Hold on, I'm kind of forgetting. I'm kind of nervous.
No, just take your time. You good?
But personally, I started watching her. I'm 20, but I started watching her in college because of how she was playing.
Yeah.
And I guess what really fueled, and the reason why she got a lot of fans, more fans, is because of the rivalry. And I'm not gonna sit here and say that majority of her fans are not like MAGA supporters, because I'd be lying. Like,
call a spade a spade.
Majority of her fans are white and MAGA supporters. Like, and
this is coming from a female, guys.
And I'm white, but I'm Hispanic, but and that's one thing I don't like, because like whenever I have conversations with my coworkers at work, it's the same thing. They don't even watch basketball that much, but they're constantly pointing out her race, saying that, oh, she's white, everybody's mad because she's white and stuff like that. And I don't say anything, but it definitely a race and her sexuality is the reason why she has a lot of the attention she has right now.
Man,
I'm not even gonna deny it.
Good point. And we appreciate the call, Wonder Cove. Good point. Good point. Okay, Hootie Mac, I see you in here, man. Get in here, Hootie Mac.
I really don't have any pushback on per se the topic, but I just some of my thoughts that I have on it. The brother did make mention to Dave Portnoy. We wait and see what Dave Portnoy said, right? He did do a video today. I know you really don't play other people's content and stuff like that, but I could share the link with you for what he said on it, and a couple of other right-leaning platforms that they obviously let their stance be known. And what Dave was saying is that he's going to be voting for Trump. You know what I mean? And it personally to him, he has people in his friend group who are going to be voting for the other side of the aisle. It makes obviously no difference to him. He likes the stance that Michael Jordan and the Tiger Woods of the world took, right? Where they didn't let their political affiliations be known. Just let your sport, your dominance in sport be the main thing, right? And he did make mention of like that, yes, it was brought up to Patrick Mahomes and to Caitlin Clark, but they didn't explicitly say who they're voting for.
That's what I'm saying. And that's what I said, Wody Mac. I said they asked her on the post-game press conference and she didn't answer the question. And like she said, she's just going to use her platform, like Taylor Swift uses her platform just to go out there for people to educate themselves and to go out there and vote. I never said
the difference in what Taylor Swift and a couple of others though do, like those who are letting it be known who they got their support behind. They're letting it be known explicitly who they're going to vote for, like Breonna Stewart, like Taylor Swift, Usher when he went on The View. They're saying they're going to vote for such and such.
Yeah.
Whereas you got Patrick Mahomes, he left it all alone, just like I just encourage people to vote.
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark. Yeah, I did. You did.
But you
like
know
the
what's
poll,
funny
but
though? You know
who
what's
you
funny?
voted for? I just encourage people to vote.
But you know what's funny?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what's funny. Because I came on here being objective, right? I came on here to try to give these Caitlin Clark fans that come in my comment sections and say all kinds of crazy stuff in the comments, right? So I came on here being objective, and I come on here in defense of Caitlin Clark like you defend her, and you see what happens. They still here to cause confusion, man.
I don't know what to make.
I just don't understand.
Maybe the thing, KSAP, because I try to be objective. I understand that you like to speak on the sports aspect, and I understand where you may have your favorites in certain sports arenas. Like it's not hard to tell you like the Vikings. I see the jersey back.
Yeah.
Certain stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So ergo, just like with this particular topic, it's not hard to tell. I believe it's mostly due to the fact that overall you would take a stronger stance in support of Angel in most topics and not necessarily in.
But if we just talking strictly ball, talking strictly ball, we're going to give our opinions on these athletes, right? Absolutely. But when it comes to a serious matter where I don't condone people to be treated the way they're being treated, and that's why I stand on business with Angel Reese, because I don't care what people say about her basketball game. That's all fine and dandy. We all know the flaws that she has in her basketball game and what she needs to work on to get better. It's not a finished product. My problem is the racial stuff, the sexism, and the bigotry against Angel Reese. And I'm not going to stand for that. I'm going to stand on business. Just like I came on here tonight. I don't care who it is. People don't deserve to be treated the way that these two athletes are being treated. And it just showed by her liking a post that she gets treated in a derogatory way. And I don't condone that. So I came on here and made a video speaking on that. And I said that we didn't have to expose nobody. She exposed the fake fans. And you saw what happened. That's all I'm saying. I don't care what athlete it is. I don't care if you black, white, Mexican, Asian. I don't care. But you don't deserve to be treated like that because you like something that they don't like. And it's unfair.
Even the way that what was that Bro Gad was saying earlier, the conspiratorial side of it that y'all was even toying the line with. I could even see a script for that being drawn up. I could see that play being at hand, but I can't say with all certainty that is what is afoot. Because for the most part, the girl had huge support regardless. But if it was to take some eyes and some heat off of Kathy Engelberg, because we're like a microwave society. We forget stuff. We forget stuff with the quickness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We forget stuff like in a heartbeat, and we on to the next. It could be a good ploy to remove attention from one subject and move it to the next.
All right, great.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
let me let Sister Noble in here. Go ahead, Sister Noble. What you
How
got?
you doing? How you
I'm
doing?
doing fine in yourself. Come on, talk to us.
Okay. You know what I think? I think Caitlyn is tired of her name being used to promote racist agendas.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think it was purposely that she liked Taylor Swift's post. I think it was done strategically.
Just like
Okay.
Shannon Sharp, strategically. Go
Yes,
ahead.
it was done strategically. And I think she's tired. I'm telling you what I know, not what I think. Okay. These people are really tired of a lot of her fans with vitriolic postings against other players and coaches around the league. I know for a fact that Lynn Dunn, the GM for the Fever, is tired of it, and they do not condone it, and they don't like it. But what they have failed to do was come out and condemn
Exactly.
the hands of Caitlin Clark for their the vitriol that they
Exactly.
have directed at other players and coaches. That's where they failed. They should have addressed the fans of Caitlin Clark really prior to the Olympics break.
Yeah.
Okay. But because they have allowed these things to take place for so long, because really a lot of Caitlin's fans are really cyber stalking and cyber harassing players and coaches around the league. And it's a problem. But
Exactly.
the FIBA organization really has to call a press conference, and they have to come out and denounce publicly these things that her fans are doing to the players and coaches around the league. And it's a problem. Okay.
They're not going to do that. Sister Noble, they're not going to do that.
Yeah, I understand, but
and they're not going to do that because the WNBA is going to look. When you listen to Kathy Engelbert, sorry to interrupt you, right? The WNBA is using these young women as tools to make money, right?
I agree.
WNBA, this is all done with the approval of the WNBA. They know exactly what they're doing. And the day that Caitlin Clark comes out and says she want to come dance, some people they'd be like, no, you're not ruining the gravy train. We're making too much money.
I agree. Actually, I do.
Yeah.
you hit the nail on the head.
Hey,
I'm like, Kathy Engelbert, why didn't she condemn the racism? I'm like, okay.
She sped right over that. She deflected. She went right past that. But let me let Tim McMillian get in here. Get in here, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
All right.
Everyone says some positive stuff and been correct, but don't forget. Recently, the WNBA and the NBA they signed a multi-billion-dollar contract with all them different TVs, and the WNBA got, if I'm not mistaken, like a $2 billion. They got like $2 billion off of it for the next 10 years off of it. So it's coming down to money. But now when we come down to Caitlin Clark, they know that when she came in, you're right, she been the golden goose. But they know also Angel been the both of them had been like Larry Bird, Magic Johnson kind of thing. And throw a little bit of MJ in there too, though. Because they've been bringing the money. It's about the dough.
It's about the dollar
So,
bill.
right. But right now, I have a daughter. I had two daughters. One played basketball, Robert Morris University, up in Pennsylvania. And so we talked about it when she was going through the process, and when she got a chance to see everything, she said, "Dad, there's a difference on this kind of thing because she played for the top things down there with Angel Reese. I'm out of Baltimore.
Yeah,
I'm out of
of the
Baltimore.
DMV myself. Frederick.
That's
Maryland.
right.
Yeah.
I'm Dunbar High School, the greatest school on the
Exactly.
planet. Okay, but I'm saying what my daughter, as we went through this process, and I see what Angel and Caitlin gone through, and I saw it because I grew up with all brothers, but having daughters, and I had never grew up with girls until I had my daughter, and I had to go through this. But when she said, "Dad, I know the difference between what's a black guy and what's a nigga.
Yeah.
I know what is
speak on
a redneck. I know what's a redneck, and I know what's that." And so, because she went to Catonsville High School, and it's a mixed school,
Yeah.
so she had friends, and she educated me too, though. She played with on one of the top teams, Catonsville, and they knocked off some of the top teams. So, I don't know if y'all heard about Bussy, who played for West Virginia, was one of the top girls out of Maryland.
Yeah.
But they went head to head. But she played against all them top things. But when you get a chance to see what these girls going through now, and they are now putting this women's basketball stuff on a top level. But now they're going through a lot of stuff. But it's a lot of people now is putting them through
hell.
unnecessary. You're right. When they got good hearts.
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark got a great heart.
Yeah.
Angel Reese got a good heart. When you listen to them, look, I played basketball. I played football, I ran track, field, college, all that. When you're an athlete, y'all friends. When you're in the arena, you wanna go at each other. But when it's over with, y'all friends.
Yeah.
They are friends. But who don't understand that, it's the people on the outside the arena.
Outside looking
And
in.
right now, Caitlin Clark is going through that. She don't want to go through that. Angel Reese don't go through that. I can feel that pain because my daughter been through that. So, and other athletes, when you're an athlete, you know when y'all talk to when you got family members, they going through it. Y'all already know.
Yeah.
So when y'all on there, and I say, that's why I called in here today, because I respect this channel. How you talk when it said, because this is, you feel what they're going through. They athletes, they just trying to make that money. They enjoying what they're doing. But people who's out there with their other agendas is trying to hurt them all the same. So that's why I say we here right now is protecting them. Caitlin, I'm with you. I enjoy your game. Angel, I'm with you because you're from Baltimore, no matter what, from the east side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I love, as an athlete, I enjoy all of them. So I know that the work that they all put in.
Yeah.
No matter what,
Man,
so that's all I just came to say for y'all, though, man.
I appreciate
Thank
you,
y'all, though,
Tim,
man.
Salute,
Yes.
man. I appreciate you. Good
Yeah.
call, man. All right,
Hey,
Sister
thank y'all.
Noble. Get back in here, Sister Noble. Finish up
Yeah.
your point.
Yeah.
You still there, Sister Noble? All right, we lost Sister Noble. Wonder Cove, go ahead and
She might
finish
have
up your
stepped
point.
away.
What's going on?
I mean, I could add on a little bit to what Tim said,
Okay.
which is true, right? Because I play sports too, college, and I'm also trying to play another sport.
Okay.
But I've played sports my entire life, and it's true. Like, there's never, even against teams I've played before, there's never like hate, right? It's bull crap. Like, they always try to, like what the media's doing, they're trying to manufacture this, and I just think social media is always, takes things to the extreme, because I've watched, like, I'd say most of the WNBA games I've watched has been like the Fever this season.
Yeah.
And every time they like pan out to the crowd, like
Mm-hmm.
it's really hard to believe these people are the ones on social media saying this kind of stuff. So I don't know to what point.
Great point.
If it's just a social media thing, because like you see the
Social
crowd,
media
right?
thing, Dalton. Social media thing.
Because the crowds, right? Like a bunch of kids and stuff. Like the same way I'm pretty sure Caitlin and Angel inspire kids is the same way I felt inspired too. So I highly doubt the fans you see in the crowds, the ones actually supporting, are the same ones on social media sending death threats and and harassing players. So it's definitely a social media thing that needs to be addressed.
Well,
That's a
just
great
to
point.
go to that, right? Just a social media thing, and if we are segmenting real life from social media, My only point of contention when people said that somebody needs to get up and make a stand to demand people respect people when they get on the internet. Stop making mean tweets, mean memes, and disrespecting people on social media spaces. And then how do we enforce that?
It's going to be hard to enforce that.
I feel like it's only soothsaying to the people because it has no real effect behind it besides letting people know I don't stand with that.
Yeah.
Now, but I respect the letting people know I don't stand with that so they know where you stand. And if anything, it may make them disinterested in messing around with your name or messing around with people's name.
But because you can assassinate somebody's character like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Brogad.
Yeah, let me jump in here. What they did, right, is that should never be, the responsibility should never be on a player. Understand something. Like if the league is having a problem with racism, whether it be inside of the arenas or, it's online or anything like that, what you do from a PR perspective, you don't wait and be like, okay, this player needs to point that out or that player needs to call that out. What you do is the organization meets and everybody puts out a joint statement, and the commissioner, as the figurehead, represents that statement and says, this is what we stand for. And that is why I say I don't believe in coincidences, because Kathy Engelbert had a layup. She had a chance to speak out. Nobody had to be like, oh man, Caitlin Clark needs to come out and say something, or she got to stand up and speak for her fans. That's too much responsibility for our player, and that's not how it works, right? Anytime there's like a social issue, for example, in like any other leagues, nobody is like pointing at a player to deal with it. The organization, whether it's a team or the league, will come and they will put out a statement, and they will be like, all the players stand for this, all the players stand for that, and this is our position. We don't condone this, we don't condone that, right?
Got you.
And that is what Kathy Engelbert should have done. That's what she failed to do. So now what you have is Caitlin Clark liking this post, and all of a sudden the spotlight is off of her, and it's back on, oh, look at these racists now supporting Caitlin Clark, and they're scurrying out now that she's liked Kamala Harris's port. It all like Kathy Engelbert was gonna be in the news cycle for the WNBA about how the commissioner supports racism for the next week. We're not talking about her anymore. We're talking about Caitlin Clark's fans. It's PR, bro. You can't trick me. That's PR.
Yeah, I got you. Hold on, let me address something real quick before I let you get in here, Jonathan. Let me address something to Predator Kingdom. Predator Kingdom, you made a comment and it didn't show up on the screen. It showed up on here because I pulled it up on my phone. And you've been blocked by YouTube, man. So for that comment that you just made toward me, I'm gonna have to put you in Block City. Goodbye.
Just real quickly.
All right, go ahead.
Man, I almost lost my place. Yeah, because that you had me going looking for that comment. I'm sorry.
Nah, it didn't show up on the screen. It showed up in here to block comments by YouTube, and I just read it, and I had to get him out of here.
I can see him in here, but
nah, he's going now. You won't be able to see it no more. I got him up out of here.
Oh, but what I was gonna say, and this is I gotta give props to the men of a certain generation, right? And in a way, and even I say myself from the time that I grew up, back when y'all used to come up, y'all actually had to face anybody that was a bully, was a threat, was antagonizing. You actually had to see them face to face, right? So when I hear men of a certain age, of a certain generation say sometimes that this generation here is a little bit soft. I mean, not to be disparaging to people who were born into the internet age, but I understand it because without any real threat, there's a lot of imaginary threats sometimes made up in our minds with the way that the world is now, right? If somebody used to disrespect you back in the day, KSAP, there had to be somebody you had to see when you went to school, you went to college, you was on the block. You know what I mean? And then say somebody be like, who said that? Man, that dude lived 2 cities over. Man, forget that dude. That's all.
Okay. Hey, Jonathan Gonzalez, appreciate you pulling up, man. What you got for me?
Man, all I can say is, man, this whole Kathy Engelbert not addressing the racism part that man asked her about on CSNBC, it felt like a setup for Caitlin Clark to reveal everything that we need to see about her fans. And it's like what I said, it's like what we all said. Her fans was only using her for propaganda and to bring down Angel Reese. You know what I'm saying? You got these Clark fans, these toxic Clark fans always attacking Reese, claiming they hate her, they don't like her and all that. But they own her podcast. They own her when she's walking the mall.
Yeah.
They own her when she's like, you know, sitting in the stands watching the game. It's like, dang, this anything that woman is doing that's on a regular daily basis, like a normal human being does, is going viral.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is there a day where they leave this woman alone?
But you know what's going on right now?
I've heard.
Now they talking about her podcast with the low viewership. Now they making videos about that.
Her video's been out for like 5 or 6 hours, and it's like already reaching 20,000 views.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you know, there's YouTubers making content on her because of the low viewership.
There was this BS podcast called the Let's Keep It a Book podcast.
Yeah.
They saw one episode of Angel Reese's and they said she need to go ahead and cancel it.
Exactly.
And I'm like,
I don't look at Let's Keep It a Buck. Them in the Player's Choice, man, I got off of Player's Choice long time ago because of all the narratives they got on there, and then you got Ticket just over talking people and nobody can get their point across.
Reese, first episode, and her views already outshine their views and everyone else's views that's been on YouTube who had that podcast for a long time. Yeah. Angel gets like 2 episodes and she's got twice the views in 2 episodes than everyone else who made like so many videos about her and everything. Yeah. And just to let y'all know, all that stuff with Black and White Sports be putting all the Pope B. Francis, Ben Daniel podcast, Behind the Line, Outkick.
Y'all gotta start giving those channels views, bro. Y'all gotta start giving those channels views.
Come on now, podcast. They make all these lives, bro. Every time I see a video about them making something about Angel Reese, Google doesn't confirm it at all. And if Google doesn't catch it or it never confirms it, then it's not true. I just want people to understand that.
Man, I appreciate that, man, Mr. Gonzalez, man. Appreciate the kind words on that, man. I know you itching to say something else, Mr. McMillian. Go ahead and get back in here.
Yeah, thank you. I know, because everything y'all said is true. But one thing we know about history, everybody always come and follow after us. We do great stuff. We have done great stuff from way back when, from basketball to singing to doing clothes. We took Timberlands. I never wore Timberlands until I was down in the hood. We put Timberlands on, and then all of a sudden, back in y'all probably weren't even born, but Timberland blew up from being in the hood with the blacks. And right now, everybody's saying from what Angel doing and everybody doing, and how people do great stuff, and people hate on it. But the thing is, it's not about, and in fact, Kamala talk about it though. We all have a lot in common. Everybody want to do great stuff together. So it's not about color. I got white people in my family. I got Asian people in my family. Mexican people in my family. So we all do the same thing. We laugh. We get out and play basketball. We run track and field. We wrestle. We all do everything. Everybody want to do great stuff. And I ain't just said, hold it. I'm going to flip it on this one for a minute. Everybody they do stuff from when it comes to engineering, plumbing, and stuff too. We all do stuff together. Yeah. But it comes down to us right now because I'm going to get one little thing and then try to get off on this one. 2 years ago, the last year, I started following Caitlyn 2 years ago when they played Angel them. They watched it. The next year, when they played, and I followed this podcast, and I had to grab myself from what kind of heart I got. You know what I mean? Because I go hard a little bit.
Yeah.
On this one podcast, I was listening to they played South Carolina for the championship game. And when South Carolina won the game, a person on there said, well, them black people, they ain't gonna say nothing when Trump win. So I went deep into myself and said, you know what, though, I ain't gonna take this. So I threw it back and said, well, you know what? You're gonna sit back and Trump, that racist, that rapist, woman abuser, and all that, they banned me off of that. So I'm like saying, sometimes I know when they come, and I already know what kind of how they come. Sometimes you always see how they come. I always see the stuff. I see how they come. I'm a therapist. I sit back. I see a lot of times. I see stuff, but I'm still a human being.
Yeah,
I'm still a man. I'm a strong black man. I raised my daughters, and they doing well. My brothers, and we doing well. But when it comes to my people, I still look at that. So when he said that, I thought that was an attack. When I walked in courtrooms, I represent my people when I walk in there.
Yeah.
So when I sat back and I listened to that guy when he said what he said, I came back. I was in attack mode. So right now, when we saying what these people saying about people like Angel Reese, we protect them. We don't go out and go looking and choose hurt nobody. It ain't do that.
Yeah.
You know, whatever color it is, we're all together. This is the human race. We in here. Yeah. We all in here to survive and be the best that we all can be.
Man, I appreciate that, man.
So that's all I'm saying is that if I was wrong for saying what I say, y'all let me know on that one, though. Because I still sit back, I still check myself. Because I still know, I still look out for all of us. If we're all together, I'm never going to leave none of us out there. Never, ever. Never that. You know?
Gotcha.
Yeah, man, thank y'all, man. I love y'all guys, man.
I appreciate that, man. Salute, man.
Man.
Hey, great call, man, Tim, man. Wonder Cove, I know you're itching to get back in here. Go ahead and speak.
I don't really have anything to say. I mean, I guess something I have to say really is I just hope that, because, you know, Caitlin Clark, like, she's 22 years old. Like, when I think about that, I'm 20. My brother's 21. Like, there's, like, the maturity level is what I guess changes. But I just hope she just keeps playing, you know, like, don't let all this hate on social media affect her.
Yeah.
And, there's definitely an issue. Like, no one's denying that. And that it needs to be addressed. But I don't think that I know it's her fan base, but I don't think as a 22-year-old, it's like her place. Like,
oh no, she don't condone that,
to like address this and stuff like that.
I think it's draining her, man.
Absolutely.
I think it's draining her.
Spare a thought just for Angel, because I mean I know we're talking about Caitlin. I think the both of them have had to deal with this for a very, very long time. And K-Sap, you've been highlighting it, what Angel's been going through, right?
Yeah.
And I think Caitlin Clark fans, obviously, they're very protective of her. They don't want her to have to deal with that stress now about having politics invade basketball and distract her from what she's been doing. Angel's had to go through that for a very long time. I'm very sympathetic to it. Like, you gotta remember at the end of the day, these two young women, they were just going out there being competitors, playing basketball, and then a bunch of racist dickheads just jump in and decide to make them political pawns for no reason, right? It was never gonna be any of that, bro. Like, basketball was gonna grow. It was gonna be okay. Like, you didn't need that to grow the game because the college game was already gonna be popular. Like, it wasn't. But the thing about it is that a lot of grifters, that's what it came into. A lot of grifters saw a chance to make money off of black and white controversy. That's what it came down to. And now it's kind of gotten out of control. And Angel has had to bear the brunt of it. I bet you right now, Angel is so used to it, it rolls off her back. And don't get it twisted. Those trolls are making her money now because they cannot run YouTube content without her. That podcast, the first people showing up to watch her podcast are people who hating on her to see if they could find something to criticize her or critique her about. She's not stupid. She's getting views. It might have weighed on her before, but she understands I can't make these people love me. I can't make these people love my game. I can't make these people love my skin. So I'm gonna take these dirty ass lemons and make some lemonade out of it, right? And now
You
what we're
can
gonna
never get used to that though. You can never get used to that. But it's important to have a good circle. And if you got a small good circle, if you ever listen to Reese what she said last time, she got a small circle that she talks to, and that is very important. You gotta be able to have. You can't let everybody in your circle
But her
because
circle,
then
her
that can
circle
be
got smaller though. Y'all, if
yeah.
y'all realize her circle got smaller, and I don't know if y'all guys are aware about it. You know the relationship she had with Flajay Johnson. Their relationship is strained. So sometimes you move on, and you got to have people around you that have your best interests. You know what I'm saying? So if you go back and look at the interview that Flajay and Angel Reese did when they was in college, it got to a point where them two couldn't even attend college. They had to do the online classes, right? That's how their popularity got so big. But with what came with that was a strain on some young people just trying to be young people and go out and enjoy the world, but they became a basketball icon, right? So now, like Angel Reese said when she hurt her wrist and when she had surgery, she said it was good for her. It's God's timing because she needed the mental break. She needed that. You know what I'm saying? To get herself back together and focus on what was important in life. You know what I'm saying? It's more than just basketball, because I've told people, they criticize Angel Reese for starting a podcast, getting to the money, getting to the bag, but you know, she got this soccer team down in the DMV that she is part ownership with. She's making money outside of the game because we all know that the WNBA don't pay well. And that's the reason why on the off season, they have to travel overseas to get their money. And you'll see what happened to Brittany Griner. She went overseas. She's been over in Russia, and she got jammed up. But they don't want to have to do that because of what they are. So all this money that they're making with these endorsement deals, and you still knocking a player for trying to get the money, and then they say, well, she's not focused on basketball. Which one is it, man? All right, let me let Ray back in here. Jay, you back in here?
Yeah, I was going to say, well, actually, I want to touch on what you just said right here about the Flajay Angel before I say what I had to say.
Okay.
Is that one thing I know about these young people when they get fame, it is definitely hard on them, and we can see that in Hollywood.
Yeah.
You see these young child actresses, child actors, they get the fame early, and then they don't know how to deal with the pressure and all the comments and stuff that's coming with them. And then one little slip up in an interview could change their whole career.
Exactly.
And I do understand it, right? So now I'm gonna get into what I wanted to say. Y'all gonna kill me for this, but to me,
say what you gotta say, man.
The commissioner was right though, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because no matter what the commissioner said, everything is gonna happen how it's gonna happen. The only thing that matters right now is the money pouring in, and the more money and attention that comes into the league, the more you're gonna have trolls. Because in any aspect of life, when something is popping and something is taking off, you're gonna have those trolls and those haters who are in it trying to cause confusion, like you like to say. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, she's right. These players got to ignore it. They wanted this attention. They wanted the money. You have to start to get used to it. I know it's happened so fast that it's kind of like shaky to them. They don't understand how to maneuver through it. But now they have to learn how to maneuver through it. And once that happens, they'll be able to get this money and just laugh at the haters like the NBA players do. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's a fact. That's a fact. And look, Jay, I'm going to agree with you on that. And the only reason why I'm going to agree with you on that, I had no problem with what the commissioner said. My only problem is when the interview started off, the host of CNBC asked her a direct question and she deflected. All she had to do was say, we don't condone racism in our industry. And then go on and say everything else she said, because she said nothing wrong, because that's a true statement that she was saying. Her soliloquy was perfect on how she answered it. My only problem was she sidestepped, she deflected the most important question to start it off. All she had to do is say, well, we don't condone racism in our industry, and move on with what you said. And that's the problem that I had.
Sat, while I agree with you, right? The thing is, though, is that at this point in her league and how the league is built up, most people don't even know who the commissioner is. But the league itself represents what it's about. And they all are about the end racism. Let's support the LGBTQIA. They all are about that. People know that about the league. So
Yeah.
she doesn't need to say that because the league represents that. So
No,
what
she didn't
was-
have to. She didn't have to
you
do
know-
a whole soliloquy. All she had to do
Right,
was say,
right.
"Our league
But-
don't condone that," and
Right.
move on.
Right.
But again, it's one of those things where like actions speak louder than words. You can see what our league is preaching. I don't need to continue to say that. You know what our league is about. So right now, I need my players to ignore that and let's get this money.
I understand
That's
what
it.
you're saying, but that's what made the WNBA's Players Association so upset. That's what made Breonna Stewart so upset because
get
she
that,
said
though.
she had no problem on what she said. It's just the fact that she could have just said, "We don't condone racism," and go
And-
on to her soliloquy.
And I
and
get
it'd
that,
have been
though, right?
perfect. And she
Hold
would have
on.
never got the backlash.
But real quick,
Right,
I
right.
understand that, right? Breonna Stewart and Nafisa Collier, they about to have a league, right? They're about to have a league. So when things start happening in their league, they're gonna start to understand the commissioner and be like, "Whoa, sometimes you gotta be like, yo, shh, let's just get this money. Let's ignore all the BS, and everybody's watching. We gotta just shut up real quick and let's get this money. Once you get the money and you establish yourself, then you can speak out. It's no difference than when an athlete is brand new into a league or a sport. He don't really talk about much when they're brand new to something. Once they get their money and they establish themselves, they can be like, yeah, now we can say this. Now we can say that. Because at the end of the day, we still getting viewers. So they gotta build off this real quick, build this up as a business, and then they can focus on that.
It's
That's all I was
sad.
trying to
It's
say.
sad. It's sad, man.
It's sad, but that's the world we live in.
It's sad to
always been the
use
world we
two
live in.
individual young ladies, 22 years
Yeah.
old, as pawns.
That's
It's
what the-
sad.
But you know what though?
But
But
the NBA
look.
did with Magic and Bird, though.
But look, and look, and you know what? You took the words out of my mouth.
Yep.
That what they did when I never watched basketball like that until Magic and Larry Bird in that championship game in college. And after that, I saw, and then Jordan came along. And right now, this is a defining moment for them. So right now, the W has not been. They didn't see this coming. So right now, they got to start sitting back and start talking and making better decisions to sit back to promote all the players on the team, the great women that's playing right now.
Exactly, and that's what,
all that is. Though.
And look, Tim,
And that's
I'm
why
glad you-
everybody is frustrated. That's why everybody's frustrated. I feel that's why everybody's frustrated.
And I'm glad
Man.
you brought that up, Tim. That's the only thing that Monica McNutt was saying to Stephen A. Smith on First Take about 3 months back. Stephen A. Smith, you had this platform, you got a big voice, and you never covered the WNBA. And then Stephen A. Smith was like, really? So that triggered something in Stephen A. Smith. That's why Stephen A. Smith been acting his way toward these ladies that speak out about why we can't talk about everybody else? Why we always got to focus on Caitlin Clark? Why we always got to focus on Angel
Hey,
Reese?
You're
Right.
You're right, though, right? But I'm not the biggest Stephen A. fan, right? But what I will say is this. Anybody that's getting money out here, right? You don't just promote everything just because you
I
like
understand.
it.
I understand.
Hold on. You don't just promote everything because you like it, right? You're going to promote the things that's hot. You're not going to go on the TV and waste precious minutes and speak about something that's not getting clicks or views. So I understand why Stephen A. Smith said what he said. Now, granted, everything he did after that, BS, right? Everything he did after that was total BS. But what I will say is, though, right, as of right now, because of Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, I've seen more people talk about WNBA players that I've never heard before. So yes, they are getting their shine. It's just happening slowly. It's not going to happen overnight like a Caitlin Clark or Angel Reese, but it's slowly starting to happen. And that's what's going to happen with the league. So they got to take this time right now and use it to their advantage. Ignore the hate, ignore the BS, and get this money and establish yourself on that court so that everybody has to talk about you. And that's what, look, I went on Instagram the other day. And they had I think it was Bleacher Sport. They had a post with Caitlin Clark. It got 12,000 likes. They had a post with Asia Wilson breaking the record for the most points in the league.
I'm glad you brought that up.
That Asia Wilson post got 56,000 likes compared to Caitlin Clark's 12,000 likes.
Okay.
That means that slowly but surely people are watching the
Okay.
league now and starting to pay more attention to the plays.
But-
and it's going to bring the news, to, the media to them. It is.
And I want to piggyback on that. I didn't like the way Stephen A. Smith was glazing over Asia Wilson when she broke the record. Where was this energy at couple months ago when she was doing the 25 points a game. Where was that energy at then? But now you want to come out and be all key with your goddamn honey on your chest, twerking it up for Asia Wilson because you've been called out.
No, but also, KSAP, right? Look, if you did a video tomorrow, right, on this player and this player, right, and then this one player got more views than the other player you covered before, which player are you going to focus on the next couple games more? You're going to focus on that player.
It don't always work like that, Jay. It don't always work like that. YouTube is finicky, man.
No,
it don't.
With the algorithm,
they funny with that algorithm, man.
But even if though, you know what the money is going to track.
Yeah,
track. So when he does that, so if now he's glazing Asia Wilson, it's because now people are clicking on Asia Wilson. That's why he's doing it, and it makes sense business wise. That's what you're supposed to do.
No, but I'm saying,
does it look shady? Yes, it does look shady because that's team.
I know, but I think he get a lot of backlash because people was calling him out. And I think, and I'll go back to what I said about Monica McNutt. Monica McNutt, she struck a nerve with Stephen A. Smith. And Stephen A. Smith kept them receipts. And I'm going to tell you why he kept them receipts. Because you see the episode when they came out, him and Shannon, when they picked the right time for when Caitlin Clark started balling after they came back from the Olympics. They picked the right time to glizzy glaze on Caitlin Clark and call out all the women.
Monica not shamed them.
Yeah, exactly. So hold up, bro, guys. So the problem I had with that is they teamed up on poor old Molly. Molly is a moderator. Sometimes she gets on my nerve because she don't let nobody finish what they're talking about, and they always going at her. But she was defenseless. She was like a defenseless receiver. She couldn't do nothing. They pinned her in the corner bad that she almost, it looked like she was about to cry, man.
She been there too long. She been there too long.
Molly so used to just want to sit there and look cute. That's all that is, though. They call that out, though. She had to talk a little bit.
She been there too long to not know what's coming, though. She need to be prepared for
I know, but now you couldn't be. I think they caught her off guard. Because that wasn't even the topic of discussion that day. I think they was talking football, and they went right into that. And she was just caught off guard, and she was like, "Oh, Stephen A., we never said that. All we were saying is give other women in the WNBA, give them their flowers too." No. And then what Shannon say? Molly, really?
But listen,
Shannon Sharp was like, "Really?
Yeah, do that."
No, KSAP. Let me tell you what happened, right? Molly, the problem with Molly is that Molly put her foot in it, right?
Yep.
And Molly
that's what I said, yeah.
And Molly does not know what she's talking about.
Exactly.
Monica McNutt knows what she's talking about.
They got her there
they
for
would
the
never try that with Monica McNutt. They would never try that with Monica McNutt because Monica McNutt actually does her research, right?
No, Monica been a player.
Yeah, she played at Georgetown. She been there. She been there. She been in the trenches.
But look. The thing about it is you got to understand this whole Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark thing. This is a trail run for the WNBA. They wanted to see how college popularity was going to transfer to the pros. And I don't know if you realize it, but Paige Beckers has been at every single freaking cat and dog show. And you never don't see her face for like 2 days in a row now, right? That is strategic, bro. What they are doing is they are trying to take these college rivalries and profit off of that popularity that all of those NIL deals is getting them, all of that college fanfare and campus support is getting them, and they're piggybacking off of it.
I'm not mad with that.
The WNBA, right? So a lot of people think that they're just boosting Caitlin Clark because, obviously she's the great white hope. Angel Reese is a villain or whatever, right? But they don't really care about that in the long term, bro. What they're saying, they're looking at women's college basketball. Women's college basketball is booming, and what they're doing is they're taking that star power. It's going to be Paige, it's going to be Juju, it's going to be Malaysia.
That's not true. That's not true.
They're going to keep running.
That's not true.
No?
No, that's not true, bro. That's not true. You always got to have a foundation, and they already been building a foundation. And what happened there? Now, since Caitlin and Reese and that girl from out in LA and all of them coming, they see that they building off of the foundation. And you're right. I cannot leave out the Asia out though. They have a little bit. I mean, they've been around. The W been around for 25 years, 26 years. but they are now building like the NBA. Hold it. Let me go back to the NBA before Magic and them came in. They weren't getting paid them big money.
They was
They weren't getting paid
They was
until
broke.
that.
They was on
but
tape
all of a
delays
sudden,
back in the days,
No,
man.
they're gonna
They
they
was on
got
tape
like
delays.
CBA a year from
Hey,
now.
look.
CBA,
Hey, look.
CBA coming in a year from now.
Hey, look. Hear me out for 2 seconds. 2 seconds. My homeboy Reggie Lewis. Reggie Lewis played for Boston. He got one of the biggest contracts for $3 million. When they started making $3 million, he signed it. But he died. Mostly and all of those my dogs. But that's when the free agents they started getting money. But before that, all them guys was not getting paid. And this is what's going on with the W right now. Them other ones before that was not getting paid, but the money is coming right now. And right now, Juju and them is going to start seeing even more money. But thanks to Angel Reese, CC, and all of them, they got us in there. I never watched as much WNBA games like I'm watching now every day.
That's a good point.
I got it set on TV, 2 TVs,
Yeah.
and everything. I watch all the games. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of people doing. And thanks to my daughter too, though.
Yeah.
So I went to all of the top teams. She played in the top team in Baltimore, and so I got a chance to see the top players. My daughter's 6'3", and I seen how the girls got down. And now these just brought it back to me. You know, she from Baltimore. That's my dog. But I see how they got down and how much work they put in. And you know what? The best is to come. It's coming. You know.
All right, let me get to this
Go ahead.
super chat real quick.
All right.
Man, appreciate you, Brandon Sleep, for the $5 super chat. He said KSAP Stephen A. Smith has been big up in Asia all year. Every time he talks about the W, he says she's the best player in the world and that she's a monster. I give you that.
I don't get.
I gave you that.
But again,
I give you that.
That could be because
Hey.
nobody was tuning into what he was saying about
Exactly.
the WNBA. So that's probably why.
Exactly.
So that's probably why he said what he said was like, "Well, I didn't cover it because nobody was really listening."
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So-
Hey, let me let Jonathan
Stephen
back
A.
in
keep
here.
saying that the Ace is gonna win. Stephen A. keeps saying that the Ace is gonna win.
I got
He
Jonathan
does say
back
that.
in here. Go ahead, Jonathan. What you got?
Stephen A. Is a joke. Like he's always like playing sides. 1 minute he likes Caitlin Clark, and he boosting everybody to like her, which kind of started this whole. I watch WNBA because of CC, him,
Yeah.
Sharp, and them. They all responsible for it. Now he's out here praising Asia Wilson and all. Now all of a sudden, man. Then all of a sudden, now he was saying that Reese was was his rookie of the year. He just playing sides at this point. Like, make up your mind.
We
Stephen
know
A.
that.
It's all good.
But that's how he came up though with Skip
That's
Bayless.
media, bro.
I know. We know that.
That's media,
Hey.
bro. That's how media works.
hold on.
Stephen A. wouldn't be famous if he didn't.
Hey, hold
play
on one
both
second.
sides.
Hold on one second, guys. Now I got to address this super chat real quick.
All right.
Man, I appreciate Wonder Cole for the $5 super chat. Man, hey, I gotta say big salute to Wonder Cove, man. A 20-year-old, a young white Hispanic. Well, I think she said she was white or Hispanic. Came up on the panel, spoke what she had to speak, made a lot of sense.
Yeah,
and
facts.
and I appreciate you, young lady. I really do. I appreciate your support. I appreciate you tuning in, and we really appreciate the $5 super chat. She said, "Thanks for having me. I appreciate anytime that we on." You can come up on the panel. Just let me know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, appreciate you.
We need
One
more
of the
ladies
cold
up
in
here.
the house.
And then,
Yeah.
I think I need to address one more thing that when she mentioned white and Hispanic. I know those people asking since when Hispanic is white.
Yeah.
She's mixed. White and Hispanic.
And see, I
she's
don't like
basically
that.
mixed.
People in the comment section talk, man. Y'all stop that, man. See, y'all got to keep
Yeah.
that out of here,
That's them
man.
Caitlin
Oh,
Clark
yeah.
fans. That's them Caitlin Clark fans that
It's
she's
like,
trying to get rid
y'all
of.
can't be this
Yeah.
dumb. How y'all not
Hey,
know?
hey,
How
no,
y'all
don't get
not
caught
know
up.
that there's
Don't get
such
caught
thing
up
as
in
a
that
mix?
kind of stuff, man. We all human beings, man. Just let it go, man.
All right, hold on.
You
Let me
know.
get this other super chat. Hold on, guys.
All right.
Hey, appreciate you, BD Smith, for the $2 super chat. He says, Zhang Zui. I don't know if I pronounced it
Yeah.
right. It's coming 7-3 from China. We're gonna see.
She gonna be another.
Oh, the other one's out.
She gonna be another Lee Yadu from the Sparks. She ain't gonna really be. She's
Man,
too slow.
Who's this
She too
D-Ray
slow.
318, man? Who's D-Ray 318? D-Ray, I'm gonna drop the link, man. Come on up in here, man. Don't worry about Wonder Cove. You ain't got to explain yourself. Don't explain yourself. Don't explain yourself. Don't let one person in the chat get you mad, man. That's D-Ray 318. I want to know who he is, man. All right, go ahead. Go ahead, finish, Jonathan.
Yeah. So, yeah. Where was I? Now, the whole thing about people getting mad at Caitlin Clark, you know, supposedly supporting Kamala Harris. But only thing she did was like the post,
that's all.
Yeah. It's amazing how so many people can turn on you just because you like the simple, certain particular post.
That's all I'm saying.
It's
unbelievable.
Yeah, like it's that serious. Well, simply like KSAP.
Yeah.
Back in our younger days, a like would have been just like something that we just look at and just move on and scroll.
Exactly.
It would have never been viral.
I think that's what she did. I think that's what she did. I think she was just scrolling and seeing Taylor Swift post something and liked it, and that's just all it was.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna put this on the screen,
bro.
guys. Hold on a second, bro, guy.
That girl had handlers since
Hold
she
up.
was a teenager. There ain't no way she liked that by accident.
I mean, but
hold on, watch, Jonathan. Hold on. Let me put this on the screen, man. We're gonna address this right here. Not Murphy. I'm sorry, Murphy. D-Ray 318 says y'all take up for everyone but your own people.
Stop that, man. That ain't cool.
See, that's what I'm saying, man.
That ain't cool, man. I don't know who
he's
you been
trolling.
around.
Yeah, he's trolling right now.
I know.
Man.
Yeah,
That's a paid troll.
He's trolling, man.
That's definitely a paid troll.
I think Pope B. Frank sent him over here. He's
No,
trolling.
he probably did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AK
Hey,
Nation probably sent them over here.
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like he needs some friends.
Yeah.
You know, man, that's all. He needs some friends. That's all.
Yeah.
Well, tell him thank him for coming in and just saying something. You know, man. And tell him we here for him. That's all.
Yeah.
And this is why I like political Lil, because look what she put, because that's exactly what they did to Kyrie, and that's true. And come on, and then let's not forget that Kyrie went through. He suffered through all that backlash over the anti-Semitism tweet he made on his ex.
That was terrible.
I was like, come on, man.
He lost his Nike sponsorship and everything. Had to go over there to Ling Ni in China to get his endorsement with his sneaker back. That's terrible.
Bro, when I say social media is a terrible thing, my mom was not joking when she said social media is an evil place. She was not joking. Like, that's why she ain't got none of those platforms, because she knows what kind of poisonous crap it puts on people.
Well,
it's like,
hey, look, let me say this to you. Lo. It don't have to be social media. It starts in your heart. Because when I played basketball and stuff, I walked through Outlaw Cafeteria, and a person said, I don't like y'all basketball players because y'all think y'all all this. It's whatever's inside a person's heart. The guy whoever said it, he didn't know me. I didn't know him. But some people just, whatever goes on inside their own self, have their own things, and then they want to put it out in space. So my thing is, don't get caught up into just the thing is, it's the person. So that's why I'm saying I'm not mad with no Caitlin. I'm never mad with Reese. And no, man, he was hating because sometimes people want to be you. Sometimes. So that's what I'm saying is, don't get caught up into that. Please don't get caught up into all that kind of stuff. Man, look at them as being human beings, man, and look at it like say, man, these people could be just hating. These people just be hating. They got their own stuff going on.
No, but the thing is though, right? Like I was born in '89, right? So like I'm kind of still young, but I'm not really, you feel me? But I was around before like social media, right? The thing is right now, everything is coming so fast to people that nobody has time to sink in and just think about stuff. So today you think about something, and then tomorrow there's a new story getting pushed to you right away in like 2 seconds. So everybody is just so quick to move on and that's what's really causing the problem with everything, is that everything's just happening so fast. Nobody has the attention span to focus on one thing. So, you know, it's causing a lot of confusion.
Hey, what they do?
They only here to cause confusion.
They're here to cause confusion, man.
Yeah.
That's why I like Tupac. Tupac always spoke that real.
Haters.
Yeah.
Man, hate, that word hating is for real. Man, that's
Hey, I got BD Smith in here. Go ahead. What you got?
I just want to put y'all on game. I know y'all conversations about Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese and all the women's basketball stuff in America.
Confusion, guys.
No, I'm not. I'm here to put you on game.
Pay attention.
There's a girl in China. She's 17 years old. Her name is Zhang Zhu. And when you look at her, you're going to be like, holy crap.
She can't move.
She's 7'3", and she has all type of touch around the rim. All type of touch.
But she can't move.
That's okay. They're not going to be able to guard her.
Nobody has
Well, I will put it on my team, though. I will put it on my team.
Definitely.
You're right about that.
She can't
But
what are you going to do with a 7'3" girl? What are you going to do
You
with
can do
her?
a lot. You can do it. You can jump.
We're talking about women's basketball now, not men's basketball. We're talking about women's basketball. What are they going to do with a 7'3" girl?
Agent can jump.
She's going to be in foul trouble every game.
Yeah. She can't move.
You got some girls that hold it. Don't cut the W down, because they got girls that can jump.
Isn't she like 16 years old?
Bro.
She's 17.
Oh, she got a long time. She got a long time before
No.
she gets to the
I'm talking. This is a couple of years down the line. She's not even mature yet.
Yeah.
She's 17, but she's 7'3", which means she still has the possibility to grow.
Yeah.
She could still grow a couple of inches.
Man, when you
She
get
could
so
wind
tall,
up being
man,
Yao
you can't
Ming height.
move. Yeah, when you get so tall, you can't move right.
No, man.
Yao Ming
She gonna be female version of Yao Ming.
Yao Ming can move, though. Yao Ming can move. Yao Ming can move on that.
But that's a man, a woman that
man.
tall,
Yeah,
man.
that's a man.
We've seen, I've seen, shows with the world's tallest women. They don't move right, man.
Look at
They
Brittany
don't move
Griner.
right.
Look at Brittany Griner.
Yeah.
She moves like a dinosaur. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
No, hold it. You can't put her in there, though. Because she can
Brittany
move.
Griner was an athlete in her prime.
She could move, right. She had
in her
foot
prime,
injury
she could move.
recently.
She
But
was.
see, with
Right.
Brittany Griner
Yeah.
now, it's them knees and that foot, man, and she just can't maneuver the way she used to, man. It just
No.
And I'm gonna give y'all a prime example, man. If you really pay close attention to Candace Parker, man, she got them Kenny Smith knees, man. Her knees are so bad that they starting to turn in, man. When them knees go, when you that tall,
As an athlete, your body
she's
can get beat
6'6",
down.
and your body gets beat down like that, and them knees go first, man. You have all kinds of ailments, man. Walking
What's that girl? What's that girl on Dallas who mad tall and she move mad slow? I think she's the center for Dallas. She mad slow. She can't move.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, man. Them girls, man, them knees, man. Like I start feeling bad for Candace Parker. I saw her on Inside the NBA. I'm like, man, she got them Kenny Smith knees, man. They starting to really affect her, man. And it's like, man. And I'm gonna give y'all a prime example of the video I dropped. I just saw a comment on the video I dropped. Somebody came in the comment and said Reese got a 1.5 GPA and can't spell politics. See, that's the stuff I'm talking about. All right, now go ahead. Bro Gad, you still there?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, chime in.
Yeah, yo, I was just looking at this video, this 7-foot girl, right? Bro, she's gonna get cooked on defense.
Exactly.
She's a
She
cone.
gonna get, no. Like I understand, like on offense, she's probably gonna be unstoppable, but one switch on defense, and she's gonna get cooked, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Not true though, man. Because don't forget when people playing and you got big. Don't forget these girls are 6'6" and 6'7", and they putting body on you. If she have a hard time with that, she would have a hard time getting her position.
Right.
So don't think that she's just going to get her shot like that. You know,
You've seen guards cook. You've seen guards cook Brittany Griner. You've seen guards cook Camila Cardoso and Camila Cardoso. Camila Cardoso might be 6'7", but Camila Cardoso is a big that can actually move pretty good for her size, right? And she gets cooked on the perimeter, right? That girl can't move.
Right, that's what I'm saying, y'all. You said it, you summed it up, you know. So
And for
it's
the
a lot of
videos I
work that
seen,
she got. Sound like she got a lot of work she got to put in,
and
man.
for the videos I seen, she ain't really played against nobody yet. She just big, like
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. She got to play against some people that got talent. We'll
Yeah.
see.
Well,
And that's-
again, he's 17.
Hey, watch this.
He's
Okay,
17.
I'm gonna give you a prime example. BD, remember old buddy Von? What was his name? Von Maker, 7'1" when he was a youngster. Everybody
Yeah.
thought he was gonna be the next
Yeah.
McCullin. Got into the NBA, got exposed. Where he at now?
Well, he
Man,
can
I
move.
have
At
no
least he
idea.
can move a little bit.
I mean, I
Think
remember
about somebody who
Taco
can't
Fall.
move.
Taco Fall was on the Celtics. He was like 7'5", but he couldn't move either.
Exactly. He played 2 years on the Celtics. They threw him to the G League. Did some things in the G League. Celtics brought him back. Now he's, I think he went back over to. I think he's from the South Sudan. I know he didn't play on the Olympic team, but I think he's in that country playing ball over there.
Yeah,
But when
but see, in the men, it's common to have 7-foot men. That's a common thing. It's not common for 7 feet women,
But you also
especially
gotta,
no 7'3" woman.
I know, but when
you
you're
gotta
that tall
remember
as a
too.
woman, man, you're not moving around that. You're not
And you also,
moving around
you
well.
also got to remember, like science, right? Like men have stronger bones, like scientifically. So a man could probably sustain that weight and that height. I don't know of her playing ball, being that tall, being that big, if she's gonna be able to, her knees gonna be able to withstand that. I don't know. We're gonna see, but I don't think so.
What she say? Who's this? Miss Nina Bug. She said Tim McMillan is looking for any woman to support, but the women that birthed him, trash. I said what I said. No disrespect to the host. You got to clarify that, Miss Nina Bug. Hit the
I
link.
know. I don't even know what it's saying. I know.
Hit the
I'm
link,
trying
man.
to
We're
figure
kind
that
of
out.
confused on that one. Hit the link,
Yeah,
man.
I'm lost on that though.
Come up and talk to us,
Yeah,
man.
hell,
Be like,
person.
be
Yeah.
like on Wonder Cove. Come up and have a conversation with us.
Because what I'm gonna say is that I've been blessed with the best mom on the planet. That's what I'm gonna say, man. In fact, I gotta hit down to North Carolina to see her within the next couple of weeks. I haven't seen her in like a month.
Yeah, I want to Miss Nina Bug, man. We appreciate you tuned in, man, but we want to hear from you. Go and hit that link, man. Come up
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Come on now. Yeah.
Come
I'm an
talk
athlete.
to us. Come talk to
Yeah.
us,
I'm an
man.
athlete. Come on there, bring it on. Hey,
Get your ball game talk on tonight, man. This is what we're here for, man. This is an open
Hey,
discussion,
absolutely. Educate
Third
ourselves.
Hollywood Square is given.
Hey, look, we educate ourselves on everything.
This
You
is
know,
what
you realize that we
hey.
just 2 weeks out from the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
We're like 2 weeks
Ain't
out
gonna
from
call me out. Come on there. I want to hear this.
Who's the third Hollywood Square, Miss Nina Bug? She said the third Hollywood Square is giving black women hater vibes. Who's on the third Hollywood Square? Come on now, Miss Junebug. I think Miss Junebug just having a good time. I think she don't mean no harm, man.
It's time for a Bud Light Live. It's time for a Bud Light Live.
She looked like a cutie from what I can see in her picture.
Yeah, that might be
Hey.
an AI picture. That picture
Hey.
fit Miss Junebug.
Oh, that's
she
an
got
AI?
an AI.
Hey.
Yeah, she got an
Hey,
AI.
look.
Bro,
Hey, look.
That ain't even her.
Bro,
Hey, look. I'm going to tell her to be ready for the game tomorrow because we got some more women's games tomorrow, though, man. Because I want to hope to see the Sky do a whole lot better tomorrow.
Hey, Miss
And
Junebug.
also-
Hey, hold on.
And Washington.
Tim,
Yeah,
she calling
yeah.
you out, man. She said you the weakest link. Goodbye.
Oh, wow.
Man, come on, Miss Junebug.
Oh, my God.
Come on, Miss Junebug. Don't do that, man. Come on, Miss Nina Bug. I'm sorry I pronounced it right. But you making light of the chat now. Everybody laughing at you now. Come on. Get in here, man.
Yeah, she better come up
I
here.
know. That's right. Come on.
I can call you Nina. Okay, she want me to call her
Yeah.
Nina. So I'm gonna call her Nina.
The Mystics and the Dream play tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well,
The
I'm
Mystics
telling you this. I got Washington. I had Washington. Washington going to win.
Yeah, I got
Washington.
too. I ain't gonna lie.
I got
but that's a
Washington.
big game because right now they're tied in ninth spot.
Yeah, Nina. And what you
That's gonna
want?
be a good
And
game
yeah,
right
who
there.
you got, Nina?
Uh-oh, he
the
called
Sky,
him.
and the Sky
Hey,
played the
Tim
link.
called him.
Yeah.
Okay, my government.
Yeah.
They
Hold
played the
up.
links, and you know how the links
Dang.
play.
You know what she said? See,
link
she
taking
in
that.
here getting you, Tim. She said my government name, Tim's the weakest link. Goodbye.
Oh.
Come on, Miss Nina. Come on up, Miss Nina. Come on.
I think she like you, bro. I think she like you.
No, because she been educated. That's all that is, though.
Dag, Miss
She
Nina.
was-
They said
hey,
that you liked Tim. What's going on?
hey,
I think she like him.
Uh-oh, Tim. You got a match made in heaven. Hey, you know how they used to do it
Okay.
on the dating show?
Well,
This might be
put
the
like
dating
this.
game.
Well, put like this.
We bring
Hey,
people
look.
together.
Well, put like this. If she like me, then she like the Mystics. Then so that's what I'm saying. You know,
Yeah.
they're gonna win tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's going down. The Mystics going to get the last spot, the 8th spot. That's what I see now.
She keep on saying that. She said, "No, my government name is Nina. Tim is the weakest link." Man, come on, man. Stay off of
Oh,
Tim
my
like that. Come on, man.
I told you she like him. I told you. Yeah, that's that flirting, right?
Yeah. Uh-oh. Somebody said, "Is that Miss Nina bug?" Miss
Ryan Howard been
Nina.
going
Oh,
off.
Ryan Howard. Oh, he's saying Ryan Howard. Oh, he coming to Ryan Howard. Okay, so that sounds like
averaging 30 in
Hey.
her last 4 games. Ryan Howard
Hey.
averaging 30 in her last 4
Somebody
games.
said, "Forget the Mystics."
oh, okay. Well, don't worry. They're gonna be in there, the 8th spot, man. Since Reed's not gonna be there, I know what's going
Damn,
down there.
man. Damn,
Nah,
man.
you know who
What
I
I can't
like?
understand is why Atlanta is not doing better. Because when you look at their roster, they're stacked with talent. They got Ryan Howard, they got Alicia Gray, they got Jordan Canada, they got Tina Charles. Like, those are literally 4 all NBA level talents, right? In your starting lineup.
Yeah.
Okay, I saw that. Hey, look, the Mystics are they
They should
just
be doing
blue
better.
collar
They should be doing
workers.
better.
They blue collar workers. They okay. Baltimore been like that forever, even though they're up there in Washington. But that's the way that team is, man. And they got some big forwards. That front court is nice. Don't be surprised how they got a stretch 5. They get
I mean,
out
other
there.
than Ariel
Yeah.
Atkins, the Mystics don't really have nobody consistent to
Yeah,
score the
but look,
ball other than
but
her.
they got
Nah,
more.
that's
They have
because
a team.
they're missing
They-
Shakira Austin.
Yeah, but
Shakira
they-
Austin was supposed to be that big that they could feed inside,
Okay.
but she always injured.
They got more consistent shooters in Atlanta because all they got right now is Ron Howard.
Well, look, tomorrow the game.
That's because
The
Alicia
game
Gray
is
been
at
off. But when Alicia Gray on,
7:30.
Yeah, but guess what? On any given night on Washington, they got Dolson, they got Van
Thank
Lee,
you.
they got Samuel,
Thank you.
and they got the
Thank you.
the other two.
They got a
good
team.
role
They got a
players.
team, bro.
They got good role
They got a
players. The
team.
one thing is Atlanta got more stars.
Role players win games though.
Nah, agreed.
And look, I'm not taking nothing from Atlanta. It's gonna be a good game.
So
But
y'all
I'm
don't think the
feeling-
Y'all don't think the Mystics can compete?
Mystics got it to me. Mystics got it to me.
Mystics
you
can
gotta-
play, to be honest.
I mean, if you
Mystics
look
got a
at it,
deep
man,
squad,
they got a pretty solid roster, man. Y'all one name y'all ain't mentioned, man. I don't think a lot of people pay attention to Aaliyah Edwards, man. They don't give her enough props, man.
She's
Oh,
definitely
I
not better.
No, I love her.
Nah, I like
love her
Aaliyah
game.
Edwards. She's
I
pretty
love her
good.
game.
She just hasn't been
I love
consistent
her
yet.
game.
What said it?
Yeah.
I see why she gonna say Aaliyah Edwards. I
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
no,
saying.
but-
Like, she's a rookie. Y'all gotta understand, she's a rookie too, man. And I mean, some games I've seen her play against Angel Reese, and she held her own. Actually, some games she didn't have
You
better
got
games than
Dawson.
Angel Reese.
She was cool.
You got Dawson, Aaliyah Edwards. They can hold down Tina Charles enough.
Then they
And
got
around- they
look,
gonna
but
they
the
can
thing
hold
about
them.
it is they got a pesty defender in Julie Van Loo. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
And
they
she can shoot too.
yeah.
She can shoot too.
yeah, and she can shoot the ball. I
But
mean, you
KSAP,
gotta
KSAP, what that is, right, is what I'm saying is Washington has a lot of players. They have depth. Their squad got depth. So they got a lot of
a
players,
whole
right?
roster that with depth. You know, Errol
Right? But
Atkins.
what I'm saying is that when you look at Atlanta
Yeah.
pound for pound, Atlanta has more.
What's the
stars.
other guard?
They have
What's the
players-
other guard they got? What's the other guard they have?
They got
The other black-
Jade Melbourne.
Jade Melbourne. That's a good role player. That's a 3 and D type
Sub
player.
Sutton. You know what I'm
Sub-
saying?
That's a beast.
Chaturi Walker.
We
Right.
forget about
Carly Samuelson. I
Yeah,
mean,
but the point I'm making is that
Shakira
that's a
Austin.
deep squad.
They got
That's a
Austin.
deep squad.
Yeah.
I know. I ain't talking about Austin. There's another guard that they had that is
Angsler.
cool though, man. That,
Angsler, right? You talking about Angsler, the one that be getting all the rebounds and all that? The white girl, she kind of nice.
no, well. I like the whole team, but they
You
got a
talking
couple
about
guards.
Brittany Skies? You talking about Brittany?
Guys, there you are.
Yeah,
There you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's an ace of the hole. That's like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. They can hold down Atlanta guards when they
Not,
play.
hey,
And
but
then
from
they got the front
hey,
court
Tim,
too.
I might have to disagree with you on that, man, because you're looking at the Atlanta Dream Team. They healthy now, right?
Okay.
But listen, hold on. Let me
Yeah.
finish out. Let me finish what I gotta
Alright.
say, man. You gotta look like everybody talking about Ryan Howard. You know what she
Yeah.
brings to the table.
Yeah.
Then also, man, you got the old Wally veteran Tina Charles, man. Tina Charles
Yeah,
is still
I
out
know,
there putting
I
up
know.
great
She
numbers.
tough.
And then
Yeah,
you got
but-
Alicia Gray. And then the person that a lot of people forget about that she was in that with Leah Boston, Haley Jones. You know what I'm saying? And then
Yeah.
they got the unheralded point guard in Jordan Canada. You know what I'm saying?
I just realized something. They're actually missing a player.
Canada's tough though, man. Canada's tough.
No, hold on. The Dream are missing a player. The Dream are actually missing aerial powers. The Dream are missing aerial powers. So they're not even fully healthy.
But what I will say
The Dream
is, though,
literally have 3
Man,
to
Down
5
Sports
players.
said, Miss
right?
Nina Bug, you drinking tonight? She been on your channel, Man Down Sports. So I guess you know what she bring to the table, huh?
but what I will say
Because
is,
she in
though,
here
right,
talking about Tim Bad, man.
Yeah, but just let me let me
Hey, look, long she make sure we watch the game tomorrow and we do a recap tomorrow after the Mystics win. That's all I want to do.
Hey,
Yeah.
real quick, let me say this, man. If ain't nobody following Man Down Sports, man, y'all go over there, follow Man Down Sports, man. He brings excellent content. They talk a lot of NBA, they talk a lot of WNBA, they talk a lot of football, man. But y'all get a chance, man. Go subscribe to their channel, man. Their channels be lit
I
as
never
well,
heard of
man.
him. Yeah, that's the first
check Man
thing.
Okay,
Down
fellas,
Sports out, man.
this has been fun. I got to go back to work now, but I'll continue listening. Thank you for letting me up.
Hey,
And
appreciate you.
FBD, I'm still waiting for that Alan Page jersey.
Man, look, man. Hey,
Man,
stop.
you don't want no Alan Page jersey. You
Hey,
gotta
man, y'all
go
cut,
Raven.
y'all cut that out, man. You see what's in that background? Minnesota Vikings, baby. Come on, man. Hey, Minnesota Vikings, man. That's what we rep. My son's a Baltimore. I'm from the DMV. My son's a Baltimore Ravens fan. But I'm
That's
about
what I'm
these
saying.
Vikings, man.
That is. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
what's
about
up.
these Vikings, man. But yeah, everybody that's in the chat, man, y'all go over there, subscribe to
Yeah.
Man Down Sports, man. I'm telling you, y'all won't be disappointed, man. He be
Yeah.
taking live phone calls, man, and he got a panel of like, I think on Fridays they do like a full panel Friday, man. They got 2 females and I think it's 4 males, and they be getting it in, man. They be getting it in, man.
Okay.
They be getting it in, man.
Yeah,
And what I like
You got-
about his channel is, they very objective. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't agree
Yeah.
on everything. You know what I'm saying? So
Right,
they be
right.
letting people have it. Yeah.
Right.
All right, go
right.
ahead. Go ahead, Ray. Jay, what's up?
Oh no, I was gonna say, bro, Gad. Yeah, I know Ariel Powers ain't back yet, right? But I think the main problem with Atlanta right now is that before Ron came back, what's his name? Alicia Gray was able to actually ball. Well, the problem is right now, Ryan
Yeah, she's
Howard.
struggling.
Right now, Ryan Howard demands so much time with the ball that if she don't have it, then Tina Charles got it. So it's kind of hard for everybody to get integrated into the offense.
But
because
Tina
Ryan Howard
Charles
got the
still
ball.
putting up big numbers though, man.
She is. What I'm saying is though, is right now those 2 players demand so much time with the ball that everybody can't get hot. Everybody can't get the ball in their hands.
I got
do
you.
something. You know what I mean? So,
I got you. But I like Ryan. I like Ryan Harris' game, man. But
She
when
a
you
hooper.
got, but and a lot of people like Jordan Canada, man. I mean,
I
she
love her game.
She can play ball too, man.
Yeah,
And
she gets stale. She do a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and the
she
thing
tough.
about it is, like, from top to bottom, man, with Alicia Gray, I think they got Tina Charles, Haley Jones. Who's the other?
Haley
it's
Jones
a-
come off the bench.
But yeah, she comes off the bench. But there's another big. I think her name is.
Don
what's her
Tillman?
name? Nah,
Yeah, Hillman or not
because
Coffee,
Nas
right?
Hillman is an underrated defender.
I think it's Cheyenne Parker Tyus or something.
Now she's hurt too. She's hurt too.
But before she got hurt, that's what I'm saying. The Dream been injured, right? And that's why they got themselves in the position they in. But also, who's their starting five? It's Ryan Howard,
Ryan
Alicia
Howard,
Gray,
Alicia Gray,
Jordan
Tina
Canada,
Charles, Tina
Jordan
Coffey,
Canada.
Not Tina Coffey. I mean Tina Charles and Nas Hillman. Nas Hillman starting now.
Nas Hillman and Nia Coffey and all them come off the bench.
Correct.
Okay, got you.
The
So
Mystics-
I'm looking
the
at
Mystics
that,
got
Tim.
this.
That's a better
The
squad.
Mystics got this.
Yeah. So that's what I'm looking at that, Tim. I'm looking at the versus the Mystic squad because I don't even know who's
I'm looking at the front court. Who can handle Charles? That's the way I'm looking at it. Who can handle Charles, and who can handle Howard? And the Mystics got this because they feeling it right now. They're on a low run, so we're gonna see tomorrow. As long as them two can get handled, Dawson and them, they handle them two. The God's gonna handle.
But I will say
It's
this, though.
gonna be a wrap.
I will say this, man. I would love to see either the Mystic or the Dream in that 8th spot versus the Chicago Sky. You know, I and the reason why I say that is I'm not saying that because I'm not trying to give up on the Chicago Sky, but I've seen what they are without Angel Reese, man. And
I know.
I don't like the product that's on the floor. Because everybody has this notion about Camila Cardoso should be the go-to person, and BD dropped down at the wrong time because I wanted to get on him about this. I don't think she's built. I don't think she's built for it right now. I know she's a rookie. I just don't think she's built for it right now because the first game after the injury against the Dallas Wing, everybody just was up in arms like, "Oh, I told you they better without Angel Reese. I told you they can do this. That spreads the floor. That gives Camila Cardoso a chance to operate." She didn't operate in that game. It was all Kennedy Carter. Kennedy Carter put the team on her back. So now we saw the other night, we saw what happened is it looked like Camila Cardoso couldn't get nothing off, man. You know, first half, she only took like 2 shots. They got blown out. So I would rather see the Atlanta Dream or the Washington Mystic jump in that 8th spot, man. Because I can't.
Either one is a better team.
Yeah.
Either one is a better team. The more better guards, they know how to pass. I mean, they're just a better team.
Yeah.
I mean, and I take my head off to the Sky just being where they at right now for real, and for the kind of team that they had.
And
Because they are.
Oh, I was upset the other night, man. After they lost, man, and I because I looked at it before, and I'm like, man, a lot of people was talking about, oh, they better without Angel Reese, man. And I said, you know, everybody gonna say that if you win a game, but when they lost the other night, man, and they got blown out in the fashion that they got blown out, because I saw no energy, I saw no heart, I saw no compassion. I was upset. They know when I came on the live, I was upset.
Yeah.
They knew I was upset.
But Sap, that go into what you were saying a couple lives ago, and it's kind of a twofold answer. I think that Camilla doesn't fit this team. I think she needs to be on a team which fits to what you've been saying for the longest, that has guards that can open the floor up.
Exactly.
She's playing in Chicago. She's playing in Chicago. They can't really open the floor for her.
Listen, that's the way with Reese too, though. Reese, they gotta do some work. Chicago got to do some work in the offseason.
But even right now too, because Angel Reese is hurt, Camilla getting all the bigs attention, so she really can't do nothing.
And she not built for that just yet, man. She don't have that high motor and that infectious energy that Angel Reese brings to the table that Asia Wilson always talking about. So what happened is everybody thought that, okay, Angel Reese is out of there. Now you ain't got nobody clogging the space up. Now you put a traditional big down in the post that has some low post moves and things like that. Get her the ball and let her go to work. But we see how that, you see what's happening, man. It did not work.
And that ain't gonna work.
They can't even pass.
You know what I mean?
They can't even pass. The guards can't even pass. They telegraph stuff and stuff. I'll be like, and I'm like, so they already double teaming them. They don't even know how to throw passes, entry passes. So it's like, what the hell? They gave up. That game was like, they all checked out to me, though, until next year.
One thing I know about watching all these bad teams in the WNBA, because I know everybody like to get on Caitlin Clark about her turnovers. These bad teams in WNBA, they cannot pass, bro. They be passing straight.
Okay, who you call a bad team first? Who do you call a bad team? Only call one team a bad team.
Everybody,
That's
Sparks are a
Chicago.
bad team.
everybody on the bottom.
The Sparks
The
are a
bottom
bad
feeders.
team.
No,
I'm gonna tell you.
I'm not going to say that.
Hold up, Tim.
I can't say that.
Hold up.
Okay.
I'm
Sparks are
gonna
a
tell you
terrible
this.
team. The Sparks are terrible.
Yeah,
They're just-
I
they're
agree with you,
ugly
bro,
one.
Grad. There's
Wow.
me personally, there's probably only 4 legit teams in the WNBA right now.
Right.
Top 4.
Yep. And this is what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna be fair to everybody.
Okay.
Right? No, first I want to ask Jay this question because he's a Fever fan, right? And supports Caitlin Clark.
Now,
Ask your question.
Hold on. I'm a Liberty fan, but I'm a Caitlin Clark fan. So it's
Oh, I
two
thought
different
you was my bag. I thought you was a Fever fan. My bag.
Nah, yeah, I'm a
I'm a
Liberty
Fever
fan.
fan. I'm a Fever fan.
Okay.
I'm a Liberty fan, but I'm a Caitlin Clark fan.
This is what I'm gonna say. Somebody put in the chat. I think Man Down Sports put in the chat that the playoffs are gonna be lit. Now, this is the question I want to pose to everybody on the panel. When we talking about playoff basketball, right? You playing one opponent, right? And I know in the WNBA, it's the best what? 3 out of 5?
Yeah.
Is it the best 3 out?
First round and then 3 out of 5.
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah.
First game is 3, right?
First
Now-
round is 2 out of 3.
Okay. Now this is what I want to say to
Okay,
everybody.
okay.
And I'm glad that you brought this up, Jay, about Caitlin Clark's turnovers. That's the fear that I have for the Fever. That I think them turnovers are going to rear their ugly head in the playoffs, man.
Because it's so, bro,
Because everything slows down.
look at the Aces game last night. Look at the Aces game last night. That was a preview of playoff basketball because the Aces slow. Do you realize Becky Hammond called a timeout 30 seconds into the game?
Well, that's coaching.
30 seconds into the game, the Fever went on a 5-point run, just 5 points, literally, right? And it looked like what the commentator said is, man, this looks like this is going to be a track meet. And if the game continues at this pace, it favors the Fever because the Fever like to play fast, right? And everybody was clowning Becky Hammond because she called a timeout 30 seconds into the game, right? And after that, the game was played at a completely different pace, completely different. Like everything just slowed down, and everything was half court sets. Clark was struggling to get around the defenders and find passing lanes, bro. That was a preview of what the Fever can expect to face in the playoffs. Becky Hammond knew what she was doing. She realized, this is getting out of hand. 30 seconds in timeout, completely changed it. Got Jackie Young on a Caitlin Clark. She could not get anywhere.
And bro, guy, I want to piggyback off that, right? Because I hate to be this guy about Chrissy Size, right? But that's why I like Becky Hammond, because every game, her and Cheryl Reeves, when they play games and something's not going wrong, they don't wait till you get till the team comes back with a 10-0 run. If the team comes back with 4 points, they call a timeout. They don't wait. They see what's going on. They call a timeout, make adjustments. There was a couple times in the Aces game where Chrissy Size was hesitant to call the timeout. And I'm like, Chrissy Size, if you don't call that timeout and try to figure something out, and that's just coaching. That's just Becky Hammond know what she's doing. She was in the NBA under Pop, so she knows what she's doing.
She come out of that Pop tutelage.
Yeah. She's like, hold on, they scored 4 points, timeout. Let's put a different rotation in the game. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Man,
yeah,
man.
but I don't know if the Fever have enough time to work it out, though. Playoffs is too far away, and
another thing about the Fever, they have no bench, so they're relying.
That's what concerns me, man. That's what concerns me.
They're relying
the bench and the turnovers.
They can go AD, Joe. They can go AD.
They're relying on
the Fever can go AD.
Yeah, but the Fever are relying on 3.5 people. I say half because Lexi Hall is a good defensive player. Yeah. They're relying on 3.5 people to play the whole game. You can't win like that.
Yeah.
You know, not in playoff time.
Yeah.
KSAP, I gotta address this comment here though, right?
What's
My
one?
boy Imperial Stats saying that Becky Hammond made sure the refs didn't rig the game for Clark to win. Okay.
No, Becky Hammond got in their fucking ass, bro.
I do not complain about refs because it sets a bad precedent, right?
Yeah.
Every game is not gonna go your way. But I will tell you this.
Well, we already know that the refs look out for CC.
There are two people at the opposite end of the spectrum when it comes to a whistle with the refs, right?
Yeah.
And this got nothing to do with Caitlin Clark. Aaliyah Boston has the worst whistle in the league.
Yep.
And Angel
Yes,
Wilson
sir.
has
Hey.
the best
Yes, sir.
whistle in the
Hey,
league.
he
Yes,
loves
sir.
it. Hey, I'm gonna tell you
Well,
something
Clark
about
got the
Yes,
best
sir.
whistle in the league.
No,
Hold
sir.
on
They
once.
don't call
No,
no
Angel
Hold
shit
on
Wilson.
down
once.
behind.
It's
Hold on
statistical
once.
facts, bro.
Hold on
Statistical
once.
facts. Angel
Hold
Wilson
on.
has the best whistle in the league, and
Hey.
Aaliyah Boston gets treated like crap, bro. She
All right.
only plays in the
Nah,
post, and she
man.
don't get no
Angel
free
Reese got
throws.
the worst
She
whistle.
don't get no free throws.
Let's
None.
check. Hey, I'm gonna tell you
Well,
one thing
Clark
about.
got the Jordan whistle on her though.
Hold on,
Nah,
hold
hell
on
no.
once. Hold on once. I'm gonna tell you something about Bro Grad. He gonna stand on business about Aaliyah Boston, man. Y'all can't come in here and talk negative about Aaliyah Boston. He gonna let y'all
Yeah,
have it, man.
I
So
like
look,
her
Yeah,
game
bro.
though.
Like,
yes,
Aaliyah Boston is MVP level. People don't get it. Aaliyah Boston is a
No,
legit
she a good
MVP
player.
level
I love
player.
her. She a leader. You're right. You're correct. She a
She let the,
leader.
she let the refs get in her head a little too much too though sometimes. So she do. She be letting the
yeah.
refs get to her. She gotta like relax and just play her game sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Hey
but
man, make sure y'all drop a like on the video, man. Come on, guys, drop a
Nah,
like on the
Angel
video,
Reese
man.
don't get any calls either, but she
Nah,
get
but
more calls than Aaliyah Boston, though. I'll tell you that.
I want to say this. This
She
you said
gets
Caitlin Clark.
fouled
You
in
said
the
Caitlin
bar.
Clark got the whistle. Listen, for the first like 15 games of Caitlin Clark when she was shooting threes, they was stepping in her shooting zone. They wasn't calling that. She ain't got no special whistle, bro. They was stepping all on her ankles. Boom, when she coming down for the three. That is not a special whistle, bro. They should have been calling that.
I feel
They
like
just
this
now start calling.
Angel Reese don't get no calls.
Nah, she
And
don't,
she
man.
get up and but y'all cry, y'all act like crybabies. Reese don't cry for
Nah, she
nothing.
played through it,
She
man.
get
I've
up
never
and she
seen her.
play through
I've
it.
never seen her argue with the officials, man. I've just seen her get
I
knocked
seen her do it
down,
like
get
twice.
back up, and she just run down court, man.
But you know
Right.
what though? Somebody told me
Absolutely.
the other day though is that I noticed that the more the player talk to the refs is when the refs start calling. That's just how it
Hey,
is.
I'm gonna
You
ask
know
y'all a
what I mean?
question. I'm gonna see if y'all saw the play last night between Jackie Young and Caitlin Clark, right? They was going up for a rebound and they got tangled up. Simultaneously, Caitlin Clark hit Jackie Young in the eye. Jackie Young hit Caitlin Clark in the face, right? So they stopped the play because they both was on the ground.
Right.
Jackie Young
Right.
came up holding her eye. Caitlin Clark, grounched at her mouth. They went to review
Yeah.
the play. So they called the play a normal foul, right? I saw
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark go over to the ref talking about that should have been a flagrant. But
Which is facts, though.
the replay clearly showed simultaneously they both made contact above the shoulder into the opponent's face.
It should have been double flagrant.
Exactly. So if it's going to be a flagrant, Caitlin, you go look at the replay. Y'all both should have got a flagrant foul because y'all both made contact.
There was also
above,
a play with
Nah,
there
Yeah.
was
the
also a
only
play
thing
with
I
like
disagree
AB
with
or
that is about
They
is
could have
that
called that a double foul,
Jackie
but I
Young
wouldn't call it a
Jackie
double
Young didn't
foul.
see what she was doing. Caitlin Clark
Nah.
saw what she was doing.
Nah, but there was a play where I think it was AB or Kelsey, which one of them, they got slapped in the face and they called that a regular foul on the play. They didn't even have it go to the free throw line. I was like, that should have been a flagrant on the Aces right there. They didn't call it though. They said it was a regular foul.
Okay,
And
now
you know
I
what
know
mean?
I know y'all know about you only get a certain amount of seconds to challenge a play, right? Did y'all see
Oh yeah.
Did y'all see when Asia Wilson went up on Aaliyah Boston? No, that was Kelsey Gray. Kelsey Gray got that rebound and put it back up for the and one, and they called a foul on Aaliyah Boston, right?
Yeah.
And Aaliyah Boston was like, I didn't touch her.
And she didn't touch her.
I know. Bro, Grad, let me finish. So I said to myself when they showed the replay, I was like, she straight up, Kelsey Gray went into her. She was just straight up. But it got so bad that Kelsey Gray was at the foul line about to shoot the shot. Aaliyah Boston was like, I didn't touch her. And the ref stopped the play and gave Chrissy Size a chance to replay. Becky Hammonds went ballistic, boy. That's when she got the tech. Yeah. But she didn't touch her. She didn't touch her. That was a bad call on Aaliyah Boston. And that got Aaliyah Boston out of her game, man. That's how she got fouled out, man. She was getting some ticky-tack fouls, man.
It
was
a
another
bad
game
call,
like
but I
2
think
games
they're gonna
ago.
reverse it because the refs knew that they shouldn't have did that.
Exactly. I think that's why they didn't reverse, because she had too much time to do it. Once she's at that foul line and that ref give her the ball, you can't do it. And Becky Hammonds went crazy.
Fouls. It was two
Well,
fouls.
the
It was not foul with Chelsea
Fever
Gray.
get a lot of breaks anyway, though, man.
No, it was not foul with Chelsea Gray.
They get a lot of
Aaliyah
breaks.
Aaliyah Boston was straight up. Asia Wilson did a fadeaway, and they called a phantom foul, bro. Like
Oh
literally,
yeah, she didn't touch her. It got the and one.
all she was doing was
Yeah.
standing with her hands in the air,
And
they
you know
called
what?
the foul.
And you know what? That's why I don't complain about the officials, man, because I say they the greatest officials we have in sports, man.
Right.
You know what I'm
Hell
saying?
yeah.
And
Hell
I know
yeah.
I know it's not true, but I'm not one that complains about the officials. The officials
But
are
they've
gonna
been
make the
doing it
call.
forever.
Yeah, they're gonna make the call regardless or not. Some can be ticky
Right.
tack, some can go in your favor, but
Right,
as an
right.
official, you have to take control of the game early so it don't
Right.
get out of hand.
Right.
But
Right.
I'm gonna go back to the Jordan days, right? You know how Jordan used to always go to the ref with his hand, with his jersey up above his
Yeah.
thing. We don't know what Jordan's saying to these refs, right? Jordan used to get a lot of calls too. That's why I don't argue with
Right.
the refs on their
Right.
calls. Them calls gonna be
Right.
they in a tough spot on some of these
Right.
calls, man.
Right.
You don't know what's contact. You don't know what a charge is. You don't know what a block is. But hold on, let me get to this super chat.
1 pound spec, what you eating like? 1 pound spec, what you eating right? 1 pound spec.
Ronnie Repass, thanks for the $5 super chat. He said Caitlyn shot the ball and was coming down when they got tangled. Exactly. That's what I was talking about. But if you look at it simultaneously, she hit Jackie Young in the face, and then Jackie Young didn't see what she was doing, and she hit Caitlin Clark up against the cheek. But Kate, when they reviewed it, it was just a common foul. But Caitlin Clark, you know, she cried to the ref and said, "Oh, that should have been a flagrant." Well, if you're gonna call it flagrant, it should have been a flagrant both ways.
Yo, K-Sap, I was gonna say though, right?
Caitlin Clark knows she hacked her. She know what she did.
But you know what I like about Asia? Asia's smart. Asia don't complain to the rest in the game. What Asia's gonna do is she's just gonna.
Yes, she do.
She's just
Oh,
gonna
yes, she do.
stare.
Yes, she
No,
do.
No.
She complains to the refs.
What Asia does is she complains the most in the interviews. She can be like, I don't want to get fined.
No.
I don't want to get fined, and then she'll just.
But that's part of the game, though. LeBron James do that too, though, man. He a crybaby like that too, though, man.
That's
hey, look,
it.
you got some players that like that's part of the game.
Hold on.
Interviews about the refs.
Let-
Always.
Yeah, let Jay Burns finish what he was about to say. Something. What you gonna say, Jay?
I was gonna say, K-Sap, you right though, right? These refs are the best that they have, bro. You know what I mean? But like, we can all agree the WNBA probably got the worst refs though.
Oh yeah, across the board, man.
You know, and then I just want to say too, like, I'm really confused on what a foul is in WNBA.
Me too.
Because I seen Agent Wilson get breathed on. It was a foul, bro.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, when I say I'm gonna keep a spade and a buck, y'all, I really don't get off into the the foul call situation like I've said, but Asia does got a quick whistle. She got a quick whistle. She got a quick whistle. It's obvious. That's the respect that she has garnished across the league. Yeah.
She got that MVP
Yeah,
whistle.
she
I
got
don't
a
get it.
quick whistle because some of them calls last night on Aaliyah Boston wasn't fouls, man. I'm just gonna keep it a buck.
Right.
What up, Chase, man? What up, man? I'm in here, man. Appreciate you tuning in, Chase, man. We just in here talking sports, baby. Yeah, appreciate you, kinfolk.
What always throw me off though is I watch a lot of these old like NBA documentaries about the refs, and the refs be talking about how they was gambling behind the scenes, and it's like making me think like, is that what they doing? Like, are you out here trying to like work the game a certain way, bro?
Man,
Like,
Tim, man, they gotta stay off you, Tim, man. They say Tim going off them perks, man. Come on, Tim, man. What you over there doing, man? Oh, Tim locked up, man. They said he off them perks now. Uh-oh. Tim locked up, man. He got to come back, man. He done froze up. All right, go ahead. Get back in here, Jay. What was you saying?
Nah, yeah, I was gonna say it's like I've been watching a lot of these old NBA documentaries, and the refs be talking about how they was like fixing games. It started to make me think, like, is that what the refs are doing out here? Like, are they trying to get the money? Because gambling is legal in a lot of states, man. It was like, is that what they doing? Even in the NFL, when I watched that the first game with the Chiefs and all that, it was like, yo, is this what the refs is doing? Like, are they trying to get money?
Yeah, that's how they do, man. Miss Nina Bug, man. Miss Nina Bug, she in here wilding, man. But we appreciate you staying up with us this time of night, man. You should be in bed somewhere, man. I know. I know you're a little young, man, from that profile picture, man, or is that AI, man? People trying to figure out, man.
KSAP.
Yeah.
KSAP.
What's up?
I gotta bring stats, right?
Go ahead.
So I just pulled up the most fouled players in the league. All right.
Go ahead.
Asia Wilson, number 1.
But I mean, we not denying that.
Hold on.
Jewel
Let me go
Lloyd?
down the list.
Jewel
Lloyd, number
Knew
2.
it. I knew it.
She a foul merchant, by the way. Jewel Lloyd be looking for fouls all the time. All right.
Okay.
Brianna Stewart, number 3. Caitlin Clark, number 4. So you can't say that she don't get calls. She does get calls, right? Do you know where Aaliyah Boston is on this list? And she plays in the paint. Do you know where Aaliyah Boston is?
Where's
She's
Angel?
not in the top 10.
Where's Angel Reese?
Angel Reese is number 10.
Huh?
Angel Reese is number 10.
Bottom 20.
Aaliyah Boston, who only plays in the paint, literally only plays in the paint, is number 23.
Called it.
23.
Hey, we can
explain that to me.
I can't explain it to you. That's your girl. You got to be like Wody Mack. You got to be her defense attorney. You got to be her defense attorney, man. I can't. I mean, like I said, I don't get off into the officials making calls, and I didn't know if it was a stat for that.
Nah, they got stats for everything.
Yeah, I know they do. They hidden somewhere, and you got to go find them. Like I'm like an analytical dude, the plus minuses and stuff like that, and the assist to turnover ratio and things like that. A lot of things that don't show up in the box scores. That's what I'm about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I look at it like this. When I talk about, when we talk about the turnovers, I've always asked people, when people used to come in here and say, oh, Caitlin Clark had 10 assists, but she had 7 turnovers. Give me the assist to turnover ratio. So she's getting 1 assist every 7 turnovers. So it's like, come on, man. We got to keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? And then we talk about plus minuses. Early in, when they started out, when they was 1-8, she had the worst plus minus across the WNBA. Nobody wanted to talk about that.
I ain't gonna lie though. I think the rules on the turnover thing should be like a little different, because sometimes I feel like if somebody pass you the ball and you drop it and it fall out of bounds, that should not be the turnover on the passer.
It's not. It's not.
It is. So they've been doing that on
it's not.
Caitlin Clark.
It's
That's
not.
a
No,
fact.
they don't. It's not. That's not a turnover on that person. The person that receives the ball and they fumble the ball, that's the turnover on them. I watched the other night's game. I watched Caitlin Clark against the Aces, right? Some of her turnovers, and Wody Mack will be calling it, is because she tries to make the home run pass. She tries to get these rebounds like Kevin Love and LeBron James and throw them up court. It all don't work out like that.
I watched it where like Melissa Smith touched the ball with her hands, came down and it fell out of bounds, and they gave Caitlin Clark the turnover.
I didn't see
that. Bro. Caitlin Clark be forcing it.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm not saying she don't. I'm not saying she don't. But when I'm watching the game and I'm looking at the stats, right, and I see Melissa Smith touch the ball and it fall out of bounds and they give Caitlin Clark turnover, I think that's BS though.
Okay,
You know what I
well,
mean?
Jay Burns, since you said that, let me ask you a question, man. What's your definition of an assist?
Of an assist?
Yeah.
If I give you the ball, you make the shot.
Okay, like in what circumstance? Elaborate a little more. In what circumstance?
What do you mean with circumstance? What are you trying to ask me?
I'm asking you, what's your definition of an assist?
When does it stop being an assist?
Oh, like to me, if you take like 10 dribbles, not 10, maybe you take like 5 dribbles, that's not an assist.
Nah.
Two dribbles or less.
It's 2 dribbles or less.
I know that. I know that.
Okay, and the reason why I brought that up, because you're talking about the turnovers. I know, but that's the definition of an assist. But the reason why I brought that up, because you brought the turnovers up about the player that's touching the ball, they giving her the turnover. I've seen plenty of games, but I don't care, because stats are stats. I've seen plenty of games where Caitlin Clark will give the ball to Aaliyah Boston at the top of the key, right? She'll hold the ball for like 3 seconds to 5 seconds. She'll pump fake, drive to the basket with 3 dribbles, and they still give Caitlin Clark the assist.
Well,
Yeah, that's what they did the last triple double she got.
I think they should
last
start doing
assist,
about
she gave it to Boston on the 3-point line. Boston did a head fake, did a move, dribbled to the basket, and then when she got to the basket, she did a pump fake again,
That's
and
what I'm saying.
then shot the shot, and they gave us Clayton Clark an assist for that.
Nah,
I'm
I
like,
agree
how
with
the
that.
hell
I
is that
agree
an
with-
assist?
I agree with that too.
Off like
Caitlin Clark
5-6 seconds.
I agree with that too, though. Caitlin Clark be getting some fraudulent assists too. I agree with that. Nah, I do. So I'm both across the board. Like when I watch Aaliyah Boston take the ball from the 3 and drive it to the hoop, that took all those dribbles and steps.
Yeah.
I don't think that should be an assist. And I also don't think that when somebody passes you the ball, you catch it and try to dribble and it fall out of bounds.
I got to see that one, Jay Burns, because I've never.
No, he's
I've
right
never-
on that. Sometimes that does
that's what I'm
happen.
saying. I got to go back and watch that. You know, like
But the reason why they credit an assist is because of it's the way the ball was passed. Say Caitlin Clark passes the ball over her head, but you know it's a lost cause, but because you want to show effort, you don't just want to just leave the ball and you go for it and you just can't catch it. And if you fumble the ball, it's not your fault. It was a
That's
bad
on Caitlin.
pass. You
That's
just
a
try
bad
to
pass.
save
Yeah, you just try to
a
get
bad
it.
pass.
because I've seen
So
plenty of
obviously
times
they're
that
gonna
she's
give
made
it-
a pass down court where it was too far out, and even though somebody touched it and the ball goes out of bounds, that's still a turnover on Caitlin Clark.
But I've also seen where, like she'll
because
pass
that
the
was a
ball to
bad
Timmy.
pass.
I seen times where she'll pass it to Timmy Finn, whatever her name, Timmy's chest, and Timmy will fumble the ball and it go out of bounds and it's a turnover. I don't think that's right though. I feel like he put
I
it
know
right
it's a
in
lot
his
of
chest.
misinterpretations on a lot of
No,
things
all right,
that
look,
Yeah, the rules-
you can
I think the
probably
rules
say that
are
about
screwed
like
up.
one
Yeah,
turnover
right.
a game, right? But
Yeah.
she's averaging 5 near 6, bro.
Yeah.
Like she turned the ball over too much. And I like her, but she turns the ball over too much. Let's be real. Let's be real. She
Nah,
turns
hell
the
yeah,
ball
she do.
over too much.
Hell yeah, she do. Hell yeah, she do. Hell yeah.
And but the thing about it is, and that's why I said, man, regardless, I mean, LeBron James leads the NBA in assist. I mean, in turnovers, right?
Nah,
You still
that's
could be
not.
great, man. I don't think it's a problem when people bring up the turnovers, but people make it a problem. You know what I'm saying? They make it like, oh wow, why y'all bringing up her turnovers, man? Like she averaging 6 turnovers a game, man. Let's just keep it a buck, man. Let's keep it a buck.
But I can understand why people say that because if the other team is getting points off your turnovers and they turn the tide and win the game, then
Exactly, and that's
makes
what I
sense.
fear is going to rear their ugly head in the playoffs, man. With the Fever, man. I know they're a young team, but at the same time, man, them turnovers can come back and bite you in the butt, man. Because you get in a half court set, like Brograd said, and you slow it down, and you don't have no half court offense, and you just trying to force passes in. You know, turnovers can be momentum breakers.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
this
that's
is the
what
thing-
happened
this is the
in
thing
that
with-
Lynx game.
Yeah, against Minnesota, the night they played the Maya Moore night.
Yeah, they could have gone up. She was
Yeah.
on a fast break, and they were 1 point down. And
Try
the
to
Fever
make a
had
hero.
the momentum.
Yep, try to make the home run pass. Yep.
This is the thing though with LeBron turnovers and Caitlin Clark turnovers. The reason why LeBron has never once led the league in turnovers. He only that turnover record he has, that's a longevity record. It's because he just played so many games that he just happens to have the most turnovers ever. But
And the way he handles the ball.
he's
He
never
always
led
got
the
the
league
ball.
in turnovers.
Yeah.
She's demolishing the league in turnovers. That's a big difference. LeBron James had never averaged 5-6 turnovers a game. Like that's crazy. That's
Yeah.
craziness.
Yeah,
And I mean,
yeah.
honestly, like
Yeah.
You know,
it's kind of amazing.
you know who has done. You know
that
who
she
has
could
done
produce
that.
that much
You know
without
who
with
has
those
done that?
turnovers.
James Harden.
James Harden. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's a proven fact. You
Nah.
know what's funny? Our man David Claus said she's leading the league in turnovers, about to break the assist record. That's the stuff that be killing me. All right, go ahead, Brogad.
But yeah, but the thing about it is that you can criticize the turnovers and realize how much room for growth there is. Because let me tell you something. If she was averaging just 2 less turnovers per game, let's be real. If she was averaging just 2 less turnovers a game, you would legitimately be able to say that the Fever probably win like 4 to 5 more games.
Yep, exactly. Thank you,
And
Brogad.
And she would be an MVP candidate. Nobody can say that if because her turnover ratio right now is like 5 or 6 or something. She's got 8 assists.
Yeah.
Imagine the assists stay the same, and it's like 3 turnovers. That is over damn near 2.5 ratio.
Exactly.
Right?
She averaging 8 assists and 5.6 turnovers. That's 6
That
turnovers.
would-
We're gonna round it up.
Those would be MVP stats, bro. MVP stats.
Because she has picked it up ever since the Olympic break. I will give her that, man. She's
So
doing some
so like
tremendous
you
things.
gotta call out the turnovers because they're stopping her from getting to that next level.
Yeah, I agree with that, man. But
I
look,
blame
check.
her Iowa coach because that was been her problem since Iowa. She's been a heavy turnover machine, and her coach never put
Never
emphasis
addressed
on-
that because
on
she was
cutting-
doing
on
all that
cutting down her
scoring.
turnovers.
Yeah.
She just let her do. Oh, you had 10 turnovers today. Oh, don't worry about it. We still won.
Yeah.
That's bad coaching.
Yeah. But man, look, man, we on the D block right now. We got last call for alcohol, man, and we got to give our final thoughts, man. I'm gonna let since Mo 3 was the last to get up here, I'm gonna let you get your final thoughts, man. You always pop in, like I said, like a sniper, man. Go ahead. Where you at, man? Give me
I
your
even
final
forgot
thoughts, man.
why I came. You took so long to put me up. I forgot why.
I didn't see the bottom of the screen, man. It's like when people come up sometimes and I don't see it, they hit me a private chat and let me know, hey, I'm backstage. I didn't see you down there.
I was enjoying the convo, so I guess
because I had 6 people up, so it drops you down to the bottom of the screen and I didn't see it.
Yeah, but once I forgot why I was coming, I was like, all right, whatever.
Well, what's your final thoughts, man? Come on.
I ain't got nothing, man.
All right. Well, the sniper ain't got nothing tonight, man. He just popped up here, man. Jay Burns, man. Hey, I appreciate you coming up, man. Putting clarity on everything that you've been talking about. Real positive conversation, man. So I'm gonna let you go ahead and get your final thoughts, man.
Oh, nah, look, just thank you for having me up here. Great conversation. Shout outs to all y'all brothers out here, you know what I'm saying, having a positive conversation. I'm gonna head out. You heard?
All right, appreciate you, man. Salute, my brother.
You're ready.
All right, bro, Gad, like you always do. You always close it out when I ain't got my other big bro on here. You always close it out for me, man. Go ahead and close it out.
Yeah, man. Like, I'm just looking forward to the playoffs. That's all I got. So
it's gonna be interesting, man.
Yeah, we watch the games tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I'll be back live. I'll be back live tomorrow. You know, we gotta have a lot to talk about. We got a full slate tomorrow, don't we?
I'm looking at that Dream Mystics game. I'm looking at Sky Lynx, and I'm looking at Fever Aces. And honestly, if the Fever don't beat the Aces tomorrow, I'm telling you, they're getting knocked out first round in the playoffs.
But hey, y'all already heard it here first, man. I got New York Liberty winning it all. I just think it's New York's time, man. You know, they came up short the last 2 years, man. I think it's their time, man. I think it's their time, man. Imperial Stats, you're right. Go Dream. Forget the Mystics. I would like to, like I said, I would like to see, since Angel Reese went down, right? It's hard for me to come up here and say that the Sky have a chance to hold on to that 8th spot, man, because Angel Reese brings so much to the table. And taking her away, man, we've seen what the Sky look like, man. It's unfortunate, man, but we got to prepare for next year. Like Brooklyn said, we got to prepare for next year, man. But like I said, everybody that supports the channel, I appreciate everybody. I appreciate all the donations, the super chats, man. Y'all keep them rolling in on every live show, man. It only helps the channel grow. And like I said, salute to my guys on the panel. Salute to Bro Gad. He always coming up here representing, keeping it a buck, keeping it 100, and dropping that knowledge, man. And shout out to my man Tim tonight, man, that was up on the panel. I know my girl Nina, she was, taking shots at him, but Tim was good to have on the panel from an old school perspective. So it was good for him to be on the panel. And also, man, let me go ahead and address this. My man, Brandon Sleep, man. Hey, appreciate the love and support, my brother. Brandon Sleep comes through with the $2 super chat.
1 pound spec, what you eating like? 1 pound spec, what you eating right? 1 pound spec.
Said appreciate it as always, K-Sap. Good night, y'all. Yeah, salute, man. Appreciate you, Imperial Stats, man. Always coming through, rocking out like you always do, man. And like I said, everybody that's in the channel, everybody, what do you say, Tim? 10 left to hit a line. D-Ray, stop that, man. I appreciate all the members that was in the building, man, that's been rocking with me, man. So I appreciate y'all guys, man. Hey, God bless and good night.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Droppin' podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.
That's all, folks.